KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Let's go ahead and pay the people every morning right around this time. Give you a shot to get $100 richer. $100 not a lot these days, but it's enough to get you into KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Tickets starting at under $100, so you can get in. Join us for all the bands that will be happening December 14th at the Kia Forum. It is an amazing night, 33-year tradition here in Southern California. It is the greatest way to kick off the holiday season. And with Jimmy World there, you know you'll get at least a few Christmas songs as well.
Oh, yeah. And at $10 a band, you'll have plenty of money left over to buy Christmas gifts.
So let's get into this Allie Knows the News right now. And hopefully this means we get to also pay some people, because that's what it's all about.
She ruins big meetings because she takes giant zoos. Let's find out if Allie knows the news. Love you, Allie.
That's right. One time
Love you
at a
after that?
giant company meeting, when all the pipes were making that noise, they respond. The guy.
That's not why that happened.
Leading the meeting goes. I don't know if you heard KROQ this morning, but Allie was in the toilet a lot.
That was a hell of a coincidence.
It was.
That
great.
was the thing about toilet paper. That was an experiment.
Ron in Huntington Beach. Good morning and welcome to KROQ. How goes it?
Klein, how you doing, buddy? It's finally getting Allie off the show. This is great.
Yeah, it's all you got to do is get Allie to leave the studio. 5 questions stand between you and taking $100 of her money. She's going to walk away right now, and hopefully you answer these quickly, confidently, and accurately so we can pay the people. If you'd like to play along while you're listening, please do, and text us your score at the end of this at 800-520-1067. How would you have done had you been on the hot seat right now like Ron? Your round of Allie Knows the News. Ron starts right now. Hit it right now. Hit it. Oh, that's right. I can't hit it. We'll go question number 1. This celebrity chef was robbed of over $1 million worth of tequila.
Guy Fieri.
Question number 2. AAA is now claiming that we will once again set a new travel record Thanksgiving week with this many people hitting the roads for Thanksgiving. What is the number? Closest to the actual number will get the point.
1.734 million.
1.734 million. Question number 3. Another Lakers legend is set to get a statue outside of crypto. Who is it that will be getting the statue outside of crypto?
LeBron James.
Question 4. 22 people got stuck on a ride at this SoCal theme park.
Soul.
Soul?
Soul.
And finally, question number 5. A man in SoCal Mountain Town shot this after he found it getting into his chicken coop. It's a real local story. It sounds like a flyover state story. A man in the SoCal Mountain Town shot this after he found out it got into his chicken coop. What did he shoot? Trump, okay.
What?
Seems to be trendy these days. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. Allie's back in the studio right now. You're battling Ron from Huntington Beach.
Sorry, Ron, I'm back.
She's back, Ron. Sorry, I know.
It's okay, Allie. I love your voice.
Question number 1. Allie, this celebrity chef was robbed of over $1 million worth of tequila.
Guy Fieri.
Who else could it be, right? If I said it was Barefoot Contessa, you would all say that's crazy. Yeah. She's not a big drinker like that. He said Guy Fieri as well. The correct answer, Guy Fieri. That is right. You guys are on the board. It's 1-1 after 1, and we go to question number 2. Allie, question 2. AAA says record-setting travel is expected for next week. They've already got their prediction as to how many people will be hitting the roads, traveling for Thanksgiving. What is the number that they gave us?
I think it was 80 million.
Wow, on the screws. He said 1.76 million.
Oh, my God. That's not a lot of people.
That's just like a standard Tuesday in L.A. That is correct. 80 million is the number that they are predicting for this year. Allie goes up 2-1, and we go to question number 3. Another Lakers legend is set to get a statue outside of crypto. Who is getting the statue next?
Yes, it's the guy. Oh, man. It's that coach that gave everyone championships. He was like, yeah, now you get a championship and a championship for you.
Need a name?
Smee Smiley Riley.
Smee Smiley Riley?
Riley.
God, she almost got it. I can't give her the point. Pat
Oh,
Riley.
you did the ding.
I know, Pat Riley. He said LeBron James. Allie's
What a lame statue.
Yeah, it's not going to be a lame. That statue's going to give all the other statues championships, I bet.
I think it's like an Oscar host thing where all the other celebrities are saying no to the statue.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Yeah, they're all turning it down because they don't want to be Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, Pat Riley was the originator of the three-peat, dude. I mean, the guy's very deserving. We go to question number 4. 22 people got stuck on a ride at this SoCal theme park.
Oh, Knott's Berry Farm.
That is correct. Allie is running away with it. And it comes down to this final question, and I don't think there's a future for you here, Ron, but let's go ahead and score it anyway. A man in SoCal Mountain Town shot this after he found it getting into his chicken coop.
A mountain lion?
Great guess, because I said Mountain Town. He said Trump. Correct answer is a bear.
A bear?
This is the time of year where bears are getting all over the place, eating all sorts of things.
I thought they go into people's kitchens and eat Snickers bars, not chicken coops.
They'll do anything now. And I thought they're supposed to hibernate, but I think they get one good meal before they go on that big hibernation. So maybe that's what they're looking for. Anyway, Ron, you put in a decent effort, but unfortunately, Allie smoked your ass. And what must you shamefully admit over the airways of KROQ? Go ahead.
I love KROQ, and Allie knows the news.
There you go. Thank you. Tomorrow, right around this time, you'll have another shot at $100 of Allie's money. She's confidently putting it back in her fanny pack right now.
Hello, lovely.
We'll get into the complete show we have in store for you, plus your acoustic Christmas tickets all coming up this morning, KROQ. about that. The odds of that, Vanessa, 2 times. Vanessa claims that she keeps going on these dates with guys and then they ghost her for whatever reason. But then she runs into them like months later in Long Beach because
It's a small town.
it's a small town. So it seems if you're like living in a small town,
Don't date.
you can't date. She's now convinced she can no longer date anyone who lives in Long Beach because she says if it ends with a ghosting like these have had. When you say ghosting,
They stopped talking to me. So I'm not going to say it's me. I'm going to say it's them. Okay.
Well, that doesn't sound delusional.
I know. No.
sounds like someone read that on a pillow. Is that a poster that hangs?
Keep calm, it's not you.
No, it's because when I hear it out loud, I'm like, what is happening here? I don't understand.
But I don't think we should eliminate the dating. We should eliminate the ghosting.
Yeah, I have to expand. I'm not dating in Long Beach. The other day, I
Wait.
went to a coffee shop that's like a block away from my house, and I was wearing a hoodie. Thank God I was wearing a hoodie. And then I see this guy that I went on one date with, but I did stumble upon him a second time, and I was like, no, why is he here? He doesn't even live in this side of town. And I wore my hoodie, and I was like, I hope he doesn't see me. I think he didn't see me, but I saw him.
So you did a physical ghosting of him. I mean,
Yeah,
you did
because
it.
I was like, I don't need to see your face. I get it.
But how did that end? Like you guys went out together, you thought you had a decent time, and then you sent him a text, and there was nothing.
Yeah, like he just stopped talking to me,
Huh.
which is fine.
But also, if he saw you both times, he thinks definitely you're a stalker.
Oh yeah,
no,
especially in
he's
a
in my
hoodie.
side of
Yeah, I
town.
know. I'm
He's
being
in my side of town.
inconspicuous,
Right.
just walking around, not trying to, follow you. But also, I think, Vanessa, there must be something that if you are dating somebody after a certain amount of time, is there some kind of level of weirdness that comes out? Because it seems like there's a few weeks in, they all ghost you around the same time.
Yeah, when she gives him socks.
I don't know, but these are people that it was like at the beginning of the year. And then yesterday, I went to Trader Joe's and I saw this other guy like at Trader Joe's, and I was about to check out, but he was going into the checkout line, and I was like, I'm gonna do another lap. I could not make awkward eye contact with this dude.
Well,
right
if
now.
you encounter someone that ghosted you, is there even like a
Yeah, like what am I supposed to do? Like, hi.
how you been? Like what happened? Because don't you think people would automatically go into like, oh, it's like are they going to own up to it and be like, oh yeah,
Remember when we did each other?
yeah? Remember
No,
when we
but
did each other?
I didn't.
Never
I
spoke
just
again?
literally was like dates.
Yeah, but you felt, but they cut off communication. You didn't. Like you sent the final word, correct?
Okay, on the Trader Joe's guy, I feel like that was a mutual. We cut off each other. Like that was mutually like we both ghosted each other. So that one doesn't count. But the first guy, I was like, come on, dude. I'm so cool. Maybe that's the
How do
issue.
you mutually ghost each other?
Maybe that's the issue.
Yeah. I want to hear how you mutually ghosted because I feel like here's
He
what it
ghosted
was.
first, and then you
But that's a tough one though, because she just said there was no sex involved. And
Exactly.
usually you ghost after you have sex. You don't do it before you do it. So that's like a whole different thing personally on.
Well, no, because she claims.
I have a feeling that they maybe get intimidated because I'm wonderful and
Oh, another
They
pillow.
stop.
Another pillow.
Yikes.
Uh-huh.
That's a long
if
pillow.
someone's not gonna compliment me, I'm gonna compliment myself. Is that? And girls, you should do this. If no one compliments
Calm
you,
down now.
Buy a
you should
pillow.
compliment yourself. I'm drinking coffee.
It is.
everyone.
Okay, great.
It is nice, but it's interesting that Johnny feels that you have to have sex before you ghost them.
Cool.
That's how it goes, bro.
Hey, chivalry is not dead, Allie. Johnny wants to make sure that pounding happens before he disappears forever.
Put that on a pillow.
Yeah. Someone stitch that quick. It's KROQ. Tuesday. With your Almost Acoustic Christmas tickets coming up later this morning, you can buy them. They're on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Win them from us later this morning, and then we'll tell you what song to be listening for later today on KROQ to win your next pair. Lots of chances to win, or just go out and get a pair so we can all hang out at the Forum together as we celebrate the holidays on December 14th. A lot of advice on the text line about running into people that were ghosted or did the ghosting. And the best advice from 626 says you just need to approach people and say, I'm glad to see you're not dead. I thought you had died, and I mourned you. And then make that uncomfortable face to face, or just light a candle and hand it to him.
Oh my God, this is your vigil. Welcome.
This is your vigil.
323 said maybe Vanessa to me Vanessa gives Code Red Klinger vibes.
Yeah.
And
No.
I don't get that from Vanessa at all. Vanessa's very much happy being on her own, and if there's somebody that enters the picture, great, but it doesn't seem like you're going to change the way you are or your life just based on one guy.
But Vanessa is very spicy, and if you remember the other day when we were doing the man versus machine about traffic, and she said if anyone ever cut her off, she would follow them home and cut them.
That could be a red flag.
And that, I think that when Vanessa gets heated, it is a extreme level of heat.
No, this is what happens. I'm a strong woman and man gets scared. That's it. That point, period.
That's why you need to find a good, hardworking woman to support you.
Honestly, I've considered it. Just kidding.
Oh, really?
Just because I get along so well with women that at this point, I think I'm going to have to go. But, I don't like girls like that.
You don't know until you tried, Vanessa.
You can get one of those manly-looking girls like Allie.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Work out great for you, don't you think?
Yeah, man, girl.
I love a strong woman.
Yeah, you guys, this could be a beautiful thing.
I respect you.
But hey, most affairs happen in the workplace. You guys work together, huh?
Vanessa?
No, Ali, come on. We're sisters.
Are you ghosting?
We're not sisters.
We're sisters, Ali.
I would also sleep with my sister.
Yeah, Allie would sleep with her real sister and you right now. Why are you turning down Allie's advances?
Yes.
Okay, great. Just making sure.
Glad we got that recorded.
We'll take a quick break. We're back with your ADD news in a moment. Then we get into a brand new hour of the show. Lots going on today, including those tickets you so want. That's all happening next.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
The world famous.
Alley Show. Tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas coming up a little bit later this morning with the return of Mash Tags. Chance for you to interact with us, the most interactive hour in all of radio. But first, what's happening in the world? Your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. As far as radio news goes, this one is average.
All right, when you think of your biggest fears, does getting stuck on a roller coaster make an appearance on your list?
Depends where on the ride you are stuck. Because
Like position-wise or what type of ride?
both, but I think position, where are you, like upside down in the loop? Because that would probably suck.
In this case, it is sideways.
Sideways is not great, but also...
I think definitely better than upside down, but I think sideways, like think about when a roller coaster makes a big hard turn and you're like shoved all the way on the
right,
side of
with
the
a
roller
stranger,
coaster.
a gun on your,
Yes.
all over you, sweat and
And
stuff.
imagine that for 3 hours.
That's the problem, is that it does feel like when you do get stuck on a ride, it's always for a very long time.
Yeah. So heights are always at the top of the list when it comes to worst fears. And at Knott's Berry Farm, it was forced exposure therapy, I guess. The Soul Spin ride stopped mid-ride and left everybody dangling there for 2.5 to 3 hours. They even got the chopper status at one point, and they got some helicopter coverage.
Yeah, look at that person in the white T-shirt. All of these folks are harnessed in, but it looks like, you know, some of them might be getting a little bit agitated and trying to shimmy out of that harness, which is probably the worst thing you could possibly do. You know?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, you paid for a whole day at Knott's. You want to go
I know.
do the other rides.
I bet they're probably
great
just
view.
get me the hell out of here. I could probably climb down. And Soul Spin is one of those ones where it's, you know, spinning you around in all different directions, but it takes you at the top. It's about 6 stories high. But the way that they're dangling, I probably, if I was like high or dumb enough, I would be like, you know what, I could probably just shimmy away out of this and then just kind of climb down and be on my way.
Everyone has that thought. Because you don't want to sit. You don't know how long you're going to be there for. I mean, 3 hours? They were harnessed in, stuck on that stupid ride?
And what do they give them?
I'm sure they get a free funnel cake at least. They got to get some. I mean, they probably get a free, I would even say, a season pass or something. Then you got to.
Wow. See, that would be, I would get stuck on a roller coaster for 3 hours for a season pass.
I'm sure someone will probably try to sue, say like it messed up their neck or something. I mean, it'll be a whole mix of
What if
things.
you had to pee?
I think you just pee.
You just probably have to. There's no way that no one.
Sorry, guy below me.
There's no way that none of those people peed 3 hours on that thing. Someone had to have gone, and there's probably someone that was going to go right before the ride, and their friends like, "Come on, this short line, let's just do it."
Totally.
And then they're like sitting there the whole time, just angry as
Why did I pee before we got on this ride?
bladder explodes.
I also feel bad for the one lady that's like afraid of roller coasters that her nephew like convinced her.
To do it,
To do it. Like, come on, Linda,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun. Come on, just live a little
safer
bit.
than flying.
And she's like, all right, I'll give it a try. And now she's
stuck
stuck.
on it.
Yeah. All right. I know a lot of companies have been filing for bankruptcy. So let me share a success story about a company that's making a big comeback. And
Odyssey.
it's Odyssey.
Hell yeah.
We're out.
Sweet.
We're out of bankruptcy.
right, baby.
Officially. We talked recently about how Chili's was doing pretty well despite many others in that arena failing. And now in a world where physical books feel outdated and irrelevant, Barnes & Noble is crushing it now.
You reverse mush them, because if you remember when we did our bankruptcy draft, we all picked the company we thought was going to say goodbye this year.
And I chose Barnes & Noble.
Allie picked Barnes & Noble. It's unbelievable, the reverse mush power. When she picked Peloton to do great, they tanked the next day.
I'm still holding on to my Peloton stock.
It's worth
they have
like
a new
penny.
CEO.
Meanwhile, she said, Barnes & Noble, bye-bye. No one wants your dumb books anymore. And now they're having like the best comeback ever.
Because I go in there, and anytime I am in there to use their free Wi-Fi, they have nobody in the store. There's nobody there. And maybe it's just because the stores are big enough that everyone just kind of gets lost in there. But even locations that they closed down, they have now been able to reclaim
Unbelievable.
and reopen them. And they have
Nature is healing.
60 new locations that they're opening. Barnes & Noble, which every Barnes & Noble is massive.
Massive.
But
They
they
got-
said that they've changed their way of like a lot of the Amazon bookstores, they were all about reviews. It was just reviews. Here are the ones with the best reviews. And that kind of died off. But this is like a books first approach. And they also got really big on TikTok with like this book talk thing. And so now that it's kind of integrated into social media, everyone cares about Barnes & Noble again. Johnny goes there all the time just to hang out.
He says he likes to smell the books. He goes there. I don't even think he reads it. He clearly doesn't read them, but I think he just goes there to smell them, he said.
I read, and they also have a really nice restroom, too.
But Johnny,
They do have nice restaurants.
you did say that you go there mostly to smell the books one time.
Yeah, we all got hobbies.
Right. Okay. So there you go. I mean, that's why.
At least it's not glue.
It's a bunch of dumb millennials that are just going and sniffing books. Ah, man, that's what they smell like.
Or
All
buying
right.
whatever color books
Right.
match their motif in their house. All right. When it comes to your dog and walking your dog, a lot of people, even if they're supposed to be in a leashed dog area, they take the dog off the leash, and then the dog bites somebody or another dog, and then it becomes a big problem. And there's a city in Southern California, La Cañada, and they said that they are going to be launching a whole initiative to educate people about leash laws, and they're going to have like a bigger penalties to emphasize and enforce leash laws because it's just getting way too out of hand. And I feel like it's going to spread to multiple cities in LA.
I have had dogs that you can put off a leash and they're fine. They're too scared of the world. They'll stay right by you. They will act as if they are on a leash.
But it's not necessarily about your dog only.
I understand, but I'm saying that I think people have a feeling that some people have a very false sense of confidence in their own dog. So they go, oh, my dog's fine off leash, and they are unruly. They shouldn't be off leash.
Yeah, but listen to yourself. You're saying my dog's fine off leash, but other people think their dogs are fine off leash.
But I've also had dogs that were not fine off leash, and I know that. So I'm saying that people...
But everybody thinks their dog is fine off leash.
And some people are right. Some people are right. They listen, you go on...
How many times, because when I'm in many side jobs as a dog walker, whenever a dog that I was walking got attacked by another dog, 100% of the time the owner was like, they never.
Right.
Wow.
That happens every time my dog gets
I don't
mounted
know.
at the park.
Sometimes they get weird about poodles, but I just had no idea.
Right. I get it.
It's you, Allie.
It's always a shock. Allie's the thing.
I'm the one biting the
We
dogs.
got to get Allie spayed or neutered ASAP because she is creating such an issue with all these off-leash dogs that can't control themselves. We get into a brand new hour of the show. Will it be the greatest hour of your life? Probably. We'll do it next.
Sometimes I feel the fear.
As soon as you called Allie a bitch, I was hooked.
Long line that led to disappointment.
I'm a glizzy gobbler.
This crowd is so amazing.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, welcome to your Tuesday morning, inching closer and closer to feasting week next week. Get on your elastic waistband pants now so that people will not think that it looks jarring when you switch to those maternity pants just in time for that Thanksgiving feast. We are Klein Alley Show. Make it worth your while this hour as we got some tickets coming up for you. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, 33rd annual, happening back at the Kia Forum as the good Lord intended on the 14th of December with the likes of Smashing Pumpkins, Beck 311, Sublime, Jimmy World, and more. And we will get you into that show. Tickets aplenty coming your way today, and we'll tell you what songs to be listening for throughout the day on KROQ to win more tickets. Also this hour, Clickbait is back. And apparently we are entering a new phase in society where people are, I'm surprised about this, but bored more than ever before.
You would think that it would be the opposite with the endless types of entertainment that are out there now.
I think the problem is that people now, they think they're bored while they're actually doing 4 or 5 things at one time.
Like we're multitasking more than ever, and I don't think we're really doing anything because we're half doing so many things.
So we will get into the conversation of legitimate boredom, and this show, I think, is a contributing factor. So we got that to get to. In a moment, though, we will unload Go Together for all of your comments, critiques, and criticisms that have been piling up on the Go line. We'll find out why someone said this.
Klein and Alley changed my life.
Is it for a good reason or a bad reason? That person felt the need to share their story on the Go line. If you've left any thoughts there, that number is 844-956-GOAT. We will unload your messages and figure out why that guy's life has been changed. Next on KROQ.
Future.
This man is calling from the future. What an exciting call to get. I hope he gives us some intel so that we can
Yeah, what's tomorrow like?
I've been traveling through Asia for the past 3 weeks, and I've been putting your show on to every single person that will listen. And they think you guys are hilarious. Keep growing the show, guys. Love you guys. Also, I'm Rick Nasty!
All right, that's a man from the future. The future sounds very bleak if he is spreading our show around Asia. But thank you for helping to help us #grow the show.
Klein and Allie changed my life. I was on petty claims court not that long ago. Took my wife on.
This guy claims that he was on a petty claims court on this show with him and his wife battling it out. I don't remember from his voice what he was on for. Do you remember? Do you remember just on voice alone?
No, not just based on his voice.
You think
I would have to know more, but it sounds like he's sad.
You think we changed his life for the worse?
Yeah.
Well, this is what happened.
But maybe he's like, hey, we broke up and now I'm happy.
Right, maybe.
Or we broke up and now I'm more sad.
Because I only got $90 a week for my allowance. Now I left my wife.
Oh, boy. Petty claims
Yes, I
court.
remember this.
I don't remember this guy. What was the deal?
So I think it was a husband and wife, and the woman gave him a weekly allowance that he could spend his money on, and he was like, I was really hoping to increase my allowance because every once in a while I do want to buy something for myself. And she's like, we're trying to save money. I control your spending, and it was a kind of a heated petty claims.
And his
court.
allowance went to gas and stuff.
Yeah, it was just for food. It was like for lunch and gas.
I don't think it even covered all that. I think his allowance was real, like it hadn't kept up with inflation. So his allowance was like barely making enough. And I was like, it's your money though, dude. He's like, that's what I thought.
I left my wife, dumped my kid, and now I got all the money possible.
Oh.
No, just kidding. But my wife has agreed to actually end up giving me an additional increase on my allowance. I'm now to $120.
Whoa! Change the plan completely.
Hey, big spender.
I thought the guy lost his wife and kids and was starting fresh with all his money, but apparently he's keeping them, and he's getting that's a pretty significant increase from $90 a month to spend on himself to $120.
Yeah, but he still sounded happier in the hypothetical of leaving his wife and kid.
Did sound really happy about being single.
We did it, guys. You guys changed my life. I can now afford a full tank of gas.
All right, do what we can do.
God,
You're welcome, sir.
He's growing.
Yes, hello. This is the lady that you stood in front of on Ventura Boulevard the other day taking pictures of my car like an annoying jackass.
Okay, first of all, that does sound like what the woman would have. It does sound like the woman I did stand in front of and take pictures of the car.
Oh, yeah, Pall Mall smoker.
I witnessed a hit and run, and I did my part. I chased the car that was the runner, and I got in front of her at a red light and took some pictures. So here she is, I guess, calling to confront me.
I just wanted you to know that I took pictures of you, too. And I'm turning you into Child Protective Services for leaving your kids unattended while you wandered around a busy street taking pictures like an idiot.
Thank you. Well, fine. We'll fight in photo court.
Oh, man. I'd love to see this all play out on like a Nextdoor app.
I don't think this is the real woman.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
I don't know, Klein.
Alex here. Just want to let y'all know I got my tickets to KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas. I'll be going there with some buddies.
Nice.
I was going to go see Agent Orange in LA next month, but I skipped on that. I was going to go try to get tickets to see My Chemical Romance, but I skipped on that. You know why? Well, because I couldn't get those tickets. But also...
Oh, all right. Well, listen, you got your priorities right.
Because I want to see KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, baby. It is what it is. I hope to see y'all there. It's going to be a passy blast. Net bangers unite. Wow!
Good morning, Klein and Allie. It's Pantyhose Greg.
Oh, I thought we'd finally get through the go line without a Pantyhose Greg call.
Vanessa called me. I'd like to call into the show today and discuss my new career choice.
Whoa, he's got a new job? What do you think Pantyhose Greg is doing now?
OnlyFans.
Yeah, he's a model.
You think so?
If Pantyhose Greg was right for anything, it would be OnlyFans.
To make it in entertainment industry as a porn star. No, I've already done that.
He's already done that.
I made some great porns at home of me and my pantyhose when I was in perfect shape with long hair, looking beautiful. Pantyhose, high heels, masturbation videos.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Pantyhose Greg.
I stand
they're
corrected.
Be a hit when I'm doing this. I've done many photo shoots. So if I write an autobiography, I have like all these great pictures of myself. Anyways, I'm calling because I want to discuss my career. in the acting comedic field and how to get started and how
he wants to transition from his former work where he would put videos up of himself pleasuring in pantyhose, and now he'd like to transform and go mainstream doing comedy and acting.
Well, you know what? All that stuff is material for your stand-up set,
right.
and that's what they say. They say draw from what you know.
you guys will help me by getting me an agent or something. Let's help Greg.
What? How are we involved?
I will be his agent.
We can't even get agents for ourselves.
Yes.
I want to be his agent.
None of us have agents, and you want us to help you get an agent, dude?
Let's help Greg. You guys know my last name? Scott. S-C-O-T-T. Great Scott. I'm the cover of Rolling Stone. I love it. Okay, you guys got to call me. The hotline number is 626.
All right, whatever. We're not. Thank you. Good luck, Greg.
Jake, are you really interested in becoming
Greg's agent?
pantyhose
I
Greg's?
will become his agent.
All right, 10%.
You should launch his career. Yeah, you could
Full
make some money.
representation.
Good, great. Well, you can talk to Jake off the air. Jake loves all the weirdos that call the show. He's shared a room with One Arm Gary. He's got no problem being the official agent of Pantyhose Greg.
People don't want actors anymore. They want real people to just be themselves.
No one more real than that guy right there.
Exactly.
We take a super quick break. We're back in a second. Do you feel like you're more bored than ever before? Is this show part of the reason? Apparently, boredom is now a new epidemic, and we will get into the cause and the solution potentially next on KROQ. You want to be a winner to start your big holiday weekend? Call us now, 800-520-1067. Got the final round of Gunshot Firework as we will take a listen together and figure out. It's a game that we all play in Southern California. Sometimes we play it year-round, but especially this week, man. This is the one week where I think we say to ourselves, well, maybe.
What was that boom?
Maybe that was a firework. Usually I think we think gunshot, duck cover, etc. But we'll give you a chance to play and win. Up for grabs, tickets for you to go to A Quiet Place Day 1 in theaters today. And we'll get you in, and all you got to do is be on the phones now at 800-520-1067 for the final and the hardest one yet. Yesterday, what was the gun, Jake, yesterday? It was a...
I think that was a Remington 22.
Right, that was a gun.
Rifle.
That's Allie. What gun is that, Jake? Let me hear that one again, Omar. What gun is that?
That's a pea shooter.
That's right. Good stuff right there.
I do love pee.
She sure does. It's the pee in the pool shooter is what that is right there. Let's get to it. It's time for gunshot or firework. Hit it.
When you live in LA, you hear nightly. Not that. That's just Ali. Here I can rock. Talking about the sound that happens on your block. Firework or gunshot.
All right, let's say hi to 626. Get you in on the game right now. This is exciting because you get a chance to not only win yourself some tickets, but also bragging rights. And whenever neighbors come running and say, what was that? What was that? You say, I know because I played the game on KROQ. Daniel, you ready for this?
Yes, we did, guys.
Sweet dibs. Listen closely. You only get it once. Need an answer quickly. Everyone can play along, and here it is.
That was fireworks.
Confident.
With confidence. See, sometimes it's how quickly they come. Other times you wait for something. He says fireworks on that one. With confidence. You know the difference, huh?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Whoa, nice.
You got it.
I was wondering if, you know how Jake can identify the gun, can Omar identify the firework?
Omar, you know what type of firework that was on sound alone?
You know, that sounds like the Big Eagle 2000.
Wow.
If I think,
so close, dude.
That's a Black Cat 247.
Jake, that is...
Ace!
That was called...
Useless information.
That was actually called Wild Screaming Rooster, if you guys really care.
Okay.
I do have the names.
Wow.
If you
really do?
Oh, yeah, that's wild. Because here's the scoop.
It does sound like that.
Let's play a game. Is this Klein or a firework? Let's go ahead and see.
Between your rooster screams and my pop-pops.
Yeah, Omar, what would the 4th of July sound like if you're really on a budget and you're really trying to play? There you go. Get you ready for the holidays.
That's a free one for you.
Daniel, hang tight, buddy, and hold on, and thanks for listening, and thanks for playing, and enjoy yourself some tickets to A Quiet Place Day 1 in theaters now, all right?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You know,
Hold
we
on
were
one sec.
talking to, we were all talking about where we were going to be on the 4th, and Jake said he was over fireworks. Was that you, Jake?
Yeah. I haven't been into fireworks for quite a while now.
Do you feel like when you reach a certain age, you just kind of like every firework looks the same to you? Or is every single one awesome?
Here's the thing I've noticed. I like a couple of things I realized that I have not grown at all from when I was 5 years old. For instance, if I hear an ice cream truck, even as an adult now, I think I hear it, and then I take a second to confirm that I'm hearing it, and then if I see it, I will yell, even if it's just me and no one's around, ice cream truck, like that. Like I'm like, and then I go, what the hell are you doing? You're an adult. You can go to the store and buy all the ice cream you want.
Yeah.
With fireworks, when I not so much hear them, but when I feel like I do see anything out of the corner, like unexpectedly, or I'll see something, at Universal Studios I'm driving by, or maybe sometimes like by the Hollywood Bowl they got fireworks, and I'll catch one. I have a second of like, oh, so cool, fire, and then I realize I also don't really care.
Yeah.
But I do get very excited in the second I see them.
You also do feel that way about the Goodyear blimp.
Oh my God, I sure do. That is so
I've been with
true.
you when you've seen it, and you're like, there it is.
I've almost-
It's a Goodyear blimp, and I'm like,
really?
okay.
A Goodyear blimp?
Who cares?
I have almost crashed my car when driving
And
by.
then he sends me videos.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't care about this blimp.
There are three things. I get strangely excited
things.
when I see the blimp, and then I also don't care, but I just get excited when I see it. I'm like, that's the blimp!
No, that carries over to me because I saw it like parked in its hangar one
when
day,
it's-
and I was like, Katie, it's the blimp. And
Yeah.
she was like, okay.
Yeah, I know.
was like,
You dumbass.
I was like, what have I done?
Yeah. That is those three things. I get excited, but the excitement lasts for seconds.
Yeah.
And as you know, the watching of the fireworks, the problem with it in general is, and I know Omar loves parades and probably loves fireworks and this and that, is that you always get some a-hole who stands next to you that constantly predicts that this is the
This is
finale.
the end. Yes.
Okay.
Here comes the finale.
Here,
predictor.
guys, I'm pretty sure.
This must be the finale.
Yeah, and then
I think this is the finale.
and you go like, okay, oh, here it is. Hey, this is the hey, look. And by the way, finale looks just like the other part of it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not the finale. It keeps going for a while. You go, I think that's it. No.
I think
Okay,
at this point
that
it's
was
a
it?
joke to them. They're like, let's make everyone think it's the finale now.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, guys, this is the finale.
And then
You see that?
sometimes they talk about whether they talk about it, and they go, "Well, that was kind of a short show."
Yeah, it's
this
like
is the finale.
Yeah,
But
whatever.
that was only 25 minutes.
We take ourselves a quick break. We're back in a moment. When we return, Friday Flex. You got anything worth bragging about? Now's your chance. Doesn't matter how insignificant it may seem. Quite a few people leaving their Friday Flexes on the GOAT line. We'll also open up these phones at 800-520-1067. If you want to get in on this, Friday Flex time, and we'll do it next. Klein. you one of these people that as soon as you feel even a little bored, you feel the need to fill that boredness with something? Like, I'm bored, I need to do something? Or are you one of these people that embraces being bored?
Or I need to drink something.
Got to drink, got to go out, got to call someone, got to text, got to scroll aimlessly, because apparently we are now experiencing boredom more than ever before, and it's kind of our own undoing, because at least the experts claim, with all of the consumption of digital media, and especially the way that our brain is constantly stimulated when scrolling TikTok, Instagram, whatever, that it's way harder for us to
do low stimulation activities.
Yeah, and get enjoyment out of them. So we feel bored even if we're not bored. Like the amount of shows, actual TV shows that we've attempted to start, and within like 3 minutes, my wife's like, "This is boring," and I'm like, "It only feels boring because it's not. We're not. It's not
because you've been paying attention for 3 minutes as opposed to 30 seconds
Right.
on Instagram.
Right. Everything else is quick. I mean, even like TikTok stuff, it's like 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, moving on.
Our attention span has gotten so small, but also we are trying to multitask all the time. So we're not only scrolling, we're scrolling while we're watching something on TV.
So much stimulation at once.
While we're cooking dinner, while we're doing this. So all of these things happening at once makes you so overstimulated that really just focusing on one activity feels
boring.
Yes.
And doing no activities. I mean, actually, literally sitting there, doing no activities, doing nothing, not having that thought of, I should be doing something right now. There's got to be something to watch. Like, because immediately I think when we do feel boredom, and I think that boredom is one of those things that technically is, it's a luxury. It's a luxury. If you can have boredom in your life and you're not, you have even a break from having to do just the bare minimum that has to get done every day, to even have 5 minutes of, quote, boredom, if you could really figure out to embrace it, let's go ahead and harness the power of boredom.
God, I would love to be bored.
Being bored is awesome. I can't do it that often because my brain will also say to me,
well, you should be doing this with your time or this with your time.
Right. And then also, bored is like, people go, oh, that's late. That's so close to just being lazy. Like, you could be doing something. There's that constant feeling of like, I could or I should be doing something.
Well, for example, we tried this 10-3-2-1 method, right, with sleep.
Sleeping last night.
So it's 10 hours, no caffeine, 3 hours, no food, 2 hours, no work, 1 hour, no screen time. So between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, I had nothing to do because we weren't watching a show. I wasn't supposed to be on my phone. There's not supposed to be any stimulation past that time.
So you were bored.
You could have read a book, right?
I was like, what am I
you could have
supposed to do?
Jake's right. You could have read a book. You
could listen to a podcast. Like, you listen to podcasts. You don't read books.
I started a new book on Audible. All right.
Podcast.
It's a very good best-selling book, and they're making a show about it. So I decided to catch up on that while I took a bath. And the whole time I was in the bath, I was going, is this what did I make the right choice?
Where's the toaster?
Did I choose? I was thinking, should I, there are any number of things I could have done with that hour.
Right.
And because there were so many possibilities, I was stagnant. I was just I don't know what to do with time to myself anymore. And I don't know what it's like to feel bored or how to fill that gap.
They're saying that we are now reaching boredom levels that have not been experienced since 2009, and that the reality is that people now, like you're saying, if you have that moment where technically it would just be considered boredom, you almost go into a panic because you think to yourself,
I could do anything.
Right, and also you're not getting the constant stimulation. The idea of shutting off all that stimulation at once and just going into you being in a bath, and trust me, Allie in a bath, no stimulation. So you get that image for just a moment, and
the bathtub is too small also, just as a visual.
Right, great, even better.
Doesn't necessarily the water doesn't go high enough to cover my nips.
That's the worst because you're too cheap. You don't want to waste you don't want to use too much water.
There's also a slow leak, so even if it's higher up, it gets low pretty quick.
The point of all of it is that
no one should see me in a bath.
No one should look at Allie in a bath. That is the goal of this entire thing. So if you think boredom is bad, just wait till you have that image in your brain all day long.
Well, and anybody would say get a hobby.
Right. And there's people on the text line that are saying things like, I've taken up hobbies. But the problem with hobbies is that they can be all consuming. If you really get into it, that takes up all your time. Mm-hmm. Then you miss out on the boredom time. I like the idea of building in some the concept of having 5-minute blocks every hour where you could just be bored is a cool idea. And I know
without looking at your phone, though. You can't, before there were phones, you just had time where you were just waiting. You were
Yeah, that's like
waiting in
old man
line.
thing, like sitting
you
out on
were
the porch.
waiting
Right.
for waiting for whatever.
Well, my phone dies a lot. As you know, I'm a 1%er. I leave the house 1% battery. Right now, I think I'm at 11%, and it's only 7:30 in the morning. My phone's already almost dead.
Jesus.
So I go through a lot of life accidentally being bored because I wish I grabbed my phone.
So you're just alone with your thoughts out in the wild.
It's terrible. My thoughts are terrible.
So you think being buried in the phone is better?
Yeah, I want to be alone with someone else's thoughts. Can't trust my own. So enjoy your boredom because we are hitting a boredom epidemic in this country, and we're part of it.
Time stood still.
From boredom to the internet, which will cure all boredom, it's time for us to tackle the internet's biggest riddles, one question at a time, including what time of the day are people the horniest. It's clickbait time. Here we go. Bait. We'll start with this one, though. Apparently, bait. This is the temperature as things are starting to cool off here in Southern California. This is the perfect temperature you could set your thermostat at to keep your house warm, but also save money this winter. They have decided, after crunching all the numbers, this is what you want your house to be set at. You'll be warm enough, and it will not cost you a ton of money so that you're comfortable.
I always thought it was 69, baby.
69, baby, according to Allie. That's her answer for lots of things in this world. Jake the Nerd, what say you?
Well, if you have a Jake Shack and your utilities are included, you can do whatever you want. I have it at 80.
Jesus
80?
Christ, Jake.
But only for a short time, then I turn it off. But I would say 72.
A guy as sweaty and pitted out as you is cranking up the heat to 80 degrees in that tiny space?
For like 10 minutes, and then I turn it off.
Oh,
It was like
God.
freezing in my house.
Yeah, because you probably know because you live in a shed, right?
Yeah, Shack.
Yeah.
Jake Shack.
Jake Shack. Hashtag Jake Shack.
The body's got to stay cold, but I stay warm.
Vanessa, what do you believe the temperature is according to experts? If you set your thermostat at this, you can ride it out all winter long. It's not going to raise your bills that much, but it will allow you to be comfortable.
70.
Everyone's hovering right around that 70 number.
I mean, for me, it's 73. That's the number, but
It's going to cost you, though. 73 is going to cost you money.
I know.
I don't know
That's why I think 69, overrated sex position, but perfectly rated temperature.
I don't know why they claim this is the number, but they looked at a lot of different people, thermostats. Of course, this is Southern California, so as you know, it's never going to get that cold outside. It will feel cold for us. We'll put on puffer coats, etc.
But also, we're pussies.
Right. That's also true. That's what it says here. That's what the expert said.
We looked at a lot lot of thermostats and discovered your pussies.
The ideal temperature for your home
Bully scientist.
is 67.1.
That is
Allie, you can't argue with the expert. 67.1 is the perfect indoor housing temperature, high enough to protect residents from harmful health concerns of the cold, but it will not actually jack up your bill that much, if at all.
That's what mine's always set at. My grandma's house is always set at 67.
67. Johnny knows.
Come on, man. Grandma's right.
Grandma's always
67
know.
degrees. I am worried for I'm worried about hypothermia.
67. You
I'm
can't
worried that my
hypothermia.
animals aren't going to get through the
Out of
night.
your mind. That's the number. I'm just telling you. Next one. Clickbait. Here we go. All right. Let's go with this one. This is a lot of travel coming up next week. A lot of people heading on the roads, airports, etc. for Thanksgiving plans. According to travel experts, this is a very popular, I would call it a travel habit that people do that actually lets you know that you are a high-functioning anxiety in disguise. So this is something that people do while traveling that lets the world know that you actually suffer from high-functioning anxiety. It's part of travel. Everyone gets a little anxious around traveling for the most part. At least in every relationship, you need the one person that wants to be at the airport 9 hours early. The other person's like, we'll get there 6 minutes before the plane boards. But this is something that people are doing that lets the world know it is you have high-functioning anxiety in disguise.
Well, it's got to be a gate hoverer.
What is it?
The person who's too afraid to leave their gate.
Oh, just sits there the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't
and they
go-
want to sit like next to the ticketing counter.
Okay.
And they're like constantly watching that screen. You know,
All right.
it's like, I'm 75 and sunny. Could change.
It's a travel habit that people
They said
do.
the flight's full. They're going to be volunteers, I bet.
This could be you if you're doing any traveling upcoming, because very possibly you are for Thanksgiving. Jake, what say you?
I'm gonna say it's either getting to your gate super early, like 2 hours early, or constantly checking your bag in case you forgot something.
This is a travel habit that people do, but really it's just a disguise for the fact that you have high-functioning anxiety. Vanessa, you just got back from a trip. No, none of us thought you'd get back to Colombia.
Trip gave you anxiety?
I think that it's over preparing.
Like overpacking?
No, over like thinking everything. Like over preparing to be at the airport.
You know, there's also the people that go to the ticketing counter even though they don't have to. Like, they have those computers now that can do it all for you.
Right.
And then there are people that are like, hi, I'm here. Let me give you my ID. And it's
Right.
like, you don't need to do this in person.
Johnny, yes, Johnny would like to guess as well. I have the answer. This is, of course, us solving the internet's biggest riddles, clickbait style. What say you?
Okay, I say driving in another state while you're on vacation because that's high anxiety, high stress environment right there. Driving in another state.
What are you even talking about, Johnny?
You know how like you're kind of afraid to go
Johnny,
driving
do you
in
hear
another
the question?
state?
Did you hear the question at all, or no? You're just yelling out things.
No, I heard the question.
What
My
do you
answer
what do you what
is
do you
saying
what do you think
driving in another state.
What do you think the question is?
You said what's one high functioning anxiety thing people do? And I said driving in another state.
No, it's not what I
So you think people are afraid of planes and then go drive into other states where there aren't planes?
Johnny, I said this travel habit that people do while traveling is actually a disguise for having high-functioning anxiety.
What do I know? I've only ever traveled to Vegas my whole entire life. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's your fault, Klein, for asking him.
The guy's jumping up and down with his hand in the air.
I was actually very excited to
like
contribute
he,
right
he
here.
has a good answer, like he even knows what we're talking about. And his answer is nothing to do with it.
Well, fool me twice.
So,
Shame on me.
Overpacking is number 4 on the list. If you're one of those people that feels the need to just pack everything for every possible scenario you could encounter.
And pack like weeks in advance for some people.
But moving up to the top spot, and yes, arriving super early. The people that feel the need to arrive very early is just outside of 1. But number 1 is what Vanessa said: the extensive planning, feeling the need to pre-plan every minute of your travel is really a sign that you have high functioning anxiety.
Yay!
Now we know.
This show, by the way, is brought to you by High Functioning Anxiety.
Shockingly, Johnny's answer nowhere near this list, and there's 20 things on there.
I'm going to go drive to another state. I'm too nervous.
All right, we'll end it with this one. This is the time of the day that people are at their horniest. It's a 2-hour window It happens at some point during the day, every day, and this is when people are actually at their horniest. Men, women. We'll let Jake go first here since Jake's getting laid these days. Jake?
I'm going to say late night or later night, so like 9 to 11.
9 to 11. That's his 2-hour window. Allie?
I think it's an afternoon delight situation. I think it's between 12 and 2.
12 and 2, people are at their horniest, you believe?
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa?
I think 1 p.m.
When you want your coffee and iced tea.
That's when you left us that message yesterday at 1 p.m. Were you at your horniest?
Were we a booty call?
Is that what happened?
Stop it.
When we
We're just getting ghosted.
I was just thinking that's the time.
This was yesterday at 1 p.m.
Guys, not having any caffeine for 10 hours before bed, it's not doable.
But you are.
I haven't had any caffeine yet.
Speaking of doable.
But I really wanted to have a coffee at like 1. And I really wanted
Now we know what coffee means for her.
Oh, my God.
She really wanted to have a coffee at 1. Yeah.
at like 1. And I really wanted iced tea at 1. Like I need it right now.
Maybe those are people.
Yeah, she does. You listen to this, 1 o'clock.
Like I need it right now.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
You need it right now.
Now your message makes a lot of sense.
God,
All right.
I forward that to HR.
Can't believe.
Wait, can I give an answer? Can I give an answer?
No, you're off this game.
I got one.
You're
I got
off
one.
this game, Johnny. You're off. The correct answer is Jake is right. 11 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Oh, right on.
is when people apparently, and I think that's not accurate. I think that's when people are probably like, drinking more and they're at the bars more.
That doesn't mean they're necessarily hornier.
But
it just means that they're drunk.
Yeah, that's what they claim. So I'm just saying, if you're looking to get lucky, don't even bother going out until 11 p.m. because everyone is just not horny, except for Vanessa, who's running around at 1 in the afternoon, ready to go.
Trying to F everyone.
We got to take a super quick break. We're back in a moment. We got more show to get to. Those tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. It's all happening after this.
The choice is yours. Klein Alley Show. Love to hate him or hate to love him. The choice is yours. Mornings on KROQ.
news right now on KROQ. Then we get into a brand new hour of the show. The new hour will be complete with your tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Didn't buy them yet? Available at Ticketmaster.com as we speak. Some sections available. Many sections gone already. Get them while you can or win them from us coming up next hour. And here we go.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News, and I'm glad no one knows about my herpes. Oops.
All right, after the biggest hype fight of the decade, what is the future for Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? I'm sure Jake Paul's boxing career will continue to rise, and the fight itself was disappointing, but that doesn't mean people won't watch more. And Evander Holyfield has said that he now wants to fight Mike Tyson.
Oh, boy.
And what the hell are we even doing anymore?
That sounds awesome.
Does it sound awesome?
Not really.
Mike Tyson is 58. Evander Holyfield is 62.
Yeah, it's listen,
And
everyone loves that.
He put out a post saying
got medical bills to
the
pay.
fans want it. # unfinished business.
I mean, look, we all love nostalgia. I mean, these are guys that I remember growing up, watching them when they were in their prime, and that was as exciting as anything. This was obviously pre-Netflix when, there were certain, viral moments, I guess, whatever, pre-viral even, but those fights were big deals. Big deals.
I know, but it doesn't mean that they are going to give you the same satisfaction now. It's like redoing a movie that you loved in the 90s, 2000s, whatever, and then just because a bunch of millennials are excited about it and are going to watch it doesn't mean that the product is going to be any good.
Allie,
and now
I
they're
get
just
it.
redoing fights.
I get it. Someone said, I wish I could give them credit because I don't remember who it was. I think I saw it on Instagram, but they said fighting Tyson now would be like bragging about sleeping with Madonna now.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
not the same thing as it would have been in the prime, but we have an ability in our brains to still... Because like Tyson, yes, he looks like an older, slower, longer nipple version of himself from when he was in his prime, but still...
With still a great ass.
There's still got a great ass. And there's enough similarities there that at moments, if you squint properly and drink enough, you think you're watching...
Well,
Look,
and
it's a
I think
throwback.
it's literally just seeing the ring and the people around, and then them doing the walkout, and oh my God, this has happened before. It's happening again. Everyone loves a rematch, right?
So why is it different with bands? Let me ask you a question. Why is it different when, you're watching the Rolling Stones, and of course you argue, well, the legends, but Tyson's a legend too, and they're old and they're not moving like they used to, and still everyone's like, whoa, look at Mick Jagger, that guy's 80-something, he's still moving around. But still, you get caught up in the music, and yes, you could argue the songs sound the same-ish. But
yeah, the songs sound the same, and most of the musicians are able to play exactly the same as they did 20, 30 years ago.
So the difference is the physical...
Yeah, it's not athletics, dude.
I still argue that sometimes...
I mean, sometimes you see, like, Brian May from Queen, and you're like, this man cannot even walk onto the stage.
Right.
He should
fight
feeble.
Holyfield. That's what I think.
Now that I would pay money to see.
Yeah, well.
With his long little curly hair walking
listen,
out there.
He
just bashes his head in with a guitar.
This will, because of how successful this was and how profitable this was, you better believe that everyone's going to be looking around now going, what other people that were big deals 20 years ago can we make fight?
This is another round of reboots, I'm telling you.
Of course, will be.
All right, think about the best beach you have ever been to in America. Picture it. You're on the shore, take a breath, dig your toes in the sand.
Venice Beach, California.
And then look to your left because there's a homeless guy taking a dump next to you.
That's
because
Venice Beach, baby.
You're in Santa Monica, actually.
Oh, Santa Monica, yeah.
That is right. Santa Monica has been named the best beach destination in North America.
Wait. Currently?
In the 2024 World Travel Awards.
Come on.
In Homeless Weekly magazine.
Who does?
Santa Monica was voted best beach to sleep on.
They got a pier to sleep
I can't
on.
believe they have a magazine.
You got to be kidding me. That's a blanket. Wait, Allie, you got to be kidding me.
Who
Santa
doesn't
Monica was
want-
voted best beach in North America?
Yes.
In theory...
I don't know if it was voted. This is according to the 2024 World Travel Awards. I don't know who decides who's at the top of this list, but Hawaii, guys.
The mayor of Santa Monica?
All of Hawaii. Any given beach on any island on Hawaii.
Or Zuma.
Zuma Beach, Sunset Beach.
Yeah, but a lot of times when
Newport Beach, any beach.
Right, when they figure out all of the different criteria, it'll say things like number of places to eat nearby, number of bumper cars you can go. Like, it's a family
Okay,
fun.
well, never bumper cars within Santa Monica went.
Yeah, they do all these dumb criteria, and then they basically have whittled it down to just Santa Monica. I mean, in theory, look,
With a sandy boardwalk-flanked beach on one side and a lush mountain range on the other, the 8.5 square mile Santa Monica is like a poster child for that idyllic Southern California vacation where you can take in the coastal ocean breeze while stepping over empty Four Loko bottles.
That is so true.
They didn't
That is
include that last
so
part.
Santa
but-
Monica. I remember the first time I saw it, I was kind of blown away by it. I mean, you
Yes,
get caught
but-
up in
but-
the current
it is
situation.
iconic, but-
Yeah, you get
It's
the roller
iconic,
coaster.
but it's not like, let's have an idyllic beach day. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
If you're
Whenever-
going to spend the day in Santa Monica, that's enjoyable, of course.
Did you mention the hot dog on a stick there? You didn't mention that?
that is in there, yeah.
Should be in there. I don't know. Top, I don't think it's number one. Number
I
one's a
guess
lot
I
of
think
pressure.
when I think of best beaches in America, I think of like serene, relaxing, clean beaches.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Clean beaches are overrated. Let's be honest.
That's what everyone in Santa Monica said.
That's right.
All right, losing $1 million sucks. I don't know what that feeling is like, but Guy Fieri does.
323 said Santa Monica. I wouldn't even stop there to publicly urinate.
You don't need to stop.
Yeah. And someone wanted to point out, Allie, that Hawaii is not in North America, you dummy.
It's in America.
Well, it's part of America, but it's, I guess, not on the continent of North America.
No, they said in the breakdown that was one of
Oh,
the
it
ones
was
that was
included.
considered.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Anyway, Guy Fieri got robbed. His truck full of tequila was hijacked. There were 2 trucks, in fact, and this is his Santo tequila that he owns jointly with Sammy Hagar. The tequila takes 4 years to make. They were transporting 2 large trucks full of it, but they think this was an organized crime situation where the people that were driving the trucks brokered a deal with another group of people, and then they pulled over, moved the trucks, moved the tequila from one truck to the next, and then they were just gone that way.
What a great heist story.
Yeah, exactly. But Guy Fieri said, it's like a movie. I never in a million years thought this was coming down the pike like this.
Hey, Emily, you're
So
on KROQ.
robbable.
What's up?
Hi. Okay, so I heard your guys' bit about Santa Monica being the best beach and the most family friendly. I really don't think it is. I took my cousins there, I want to say a little bit less than a year ago, and there was like a porno being filmed underneath like where the pier is. And
Under
my
the
God,
pier?
yeah, right underneath the pier.
That is such a
You know,
crowded
like-
location.
Don't they have an aquarium down there? I feel like I've taken my kids or something beneath the
They
pier before.
have.
Yeah.
That's where
But
you...
it's like where the bridges start.
Ooh,
Like
Yeah, if you don't want to walk up that ramp, you walk underneath the pier so that you can get to that like courtyard area.
So you're saying it was a couple lazy porn stars who were too lazy to walk up the ramp?
Yeah.
Let's just do it here. All right. Well, thank you, Emily. Another point in the column of the beautiful Santa Monica. We should be proud, guys. Home to North America's most favorite beach, and where Emily got to witness live sex happen at the underneath the pier.
I would love to know what other wonderful Santa Monica beach stories are out there.
We get into a brand new hour of the. Yeah, I mean, if it's been called the greatest beach in North America,
I want to know your beach stories.
I would imagine there's no shortage of stories you could contribute because there's going to be a lot of articles. Everyone's going to want to travel from around the world to see this North America's finest beach.
Yeah, let's make our own pamphlet.
Let's find out exactly what makes Santa Monica beaches
If you
so
can
great.
contribute to the great legend of America's #1 beach, Santa Monica, call us now at 800-520-1067 as we get into a brand new hour of the show.
Klein Alley Show.
You guys get fired already? I really hope you guys didn't get fired because I don't know what else I'm going to listen to in the morning.
Oh, wow.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Welcome to a brand new hour of the show just after 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. Got a week and a couple of days till Thanksgiving is here, and this hour will give you a chance to do some mash tags with us, take some KROQ bands, preferably bands that are on the lineup for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, mash them together with anything Thanksgiving related, and you could score yourself some tickets to the greatest holiday show that ever was and ever will be, KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Tickets on sale now, Ticketmaster.com, or win them from us, and that'll be happening this hour on the show. Plus, the Sleeper Bowl is officially underway. We have decided that sleep is the #1 thing that everyone wants, that they cannot get enough of. They can't do it well. Apparently, we are an under-rested society. So every night this week, we are attempting a different, supposedly foolproof way to get a perfect night's sleep. Last night, we tried the 10-3-2-1 method.
Horrible.
It backfired on all of us for different reasons.
I'm so tired.
I as well have never been more tired than I am right now. And I have
barely
already
put sentences
I just did the
together.
math. I have already put together. I drank a shot of caffeine, straight caffeine, and then I've had a couple, 2 cups of iced coffee already, and it's not even making a dent.
I know. That's when it's like your body's just like, nope, I'm impervious to this.
So we have a new system we'll try today, but for those of you that took part in the Sleeper Bowl yesterday, we'd love to hear the results. On the phone right now, I'm not surprised, Allie, but there's a ton of Santa Monica advocates that want to share with us some of the amazing stories to contribute to the legend of North America's #1 beach. Go ahead, Deborah, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good, go ahead. Why do you believe you can add to the legend that is Santa Monica?
Well, we were at the Santa Monica Pier trying to take a picture with my baby daughter, and they stole her baby bag out of the carriage, out of the little back part. And I didn't have diapers. I didn't have anything for her. We just had to go home.
That's America's #1 beach right there.
It's the Santa Monica way.
They stole the diaper bag while she was
diaper's for me.
trying to take a picture.
What a beautiful, picturesque location.
All right, well, that's beautiful. Hugo on KROQ, good morning and welcome. Let's celebrate the great Santa Monica. What do you got?
Good morning, guys. Born and raised in Santa Monica, Station 27. We've been going there like forever. We got the pier. We got locals night on Thursday night where we set up all the lowriders. Come on, guys. Santa Monica is key right there. Route 66 ends on the Santa Monica Pier, baby. Let's go.
All right, this guy's actually a real diehard, born and raised.
Pro Santa Monica.
Pro Santa Monica. Hey, congratulations on that title. The #1 beach in North America belongs to us right here in Southern California. Move over, all you prettier beaches with diaper bags that don't get stolen.
It's not looks that matter.
Yeah, here in Santa Monica, we get into the brand new hour of the show with some AFI for you right now on KROQ. Good morning. Klein Alley Show. If you need us, we're here for you. 800-520-1067 to call the show, to text the show. You can listen to us on KROQ as always, the podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, or if you'd like to, You can watch along as we're streaming live on KROQ's YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, KROQ, search for us right now live, and appreciate all of you net bangers that are joining in on the live fun as well.
By the way, just a few added things about Santa Monica. My old favorite beach. Oh my God, hold on, there's so many texts. I went to the beach last year with my family, and right under the pier, we witnessed a drug deal go down with some teenagers. And I saw another guy doing rails off of a bench.
Beautiful.
Iconic.
It's beautiful. I like to just stand by that bubblegum shrimp and learn facts about the movie. Feel really smart.
And different shrimp recipes.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
Iconic.
You know, I went to Santa Monica, I knew nothing. Now I stand by that restaurant, I've learned a lot. Apparently, Jenny had AIDS.
Something happened yesterday that I knew was coming, and I didn't realize that it was going to happen as soon as it did. When I had a kid, especially having a kid with another woman, I figured there would eventually be a conversation about why Wesley has two mommies.
Wait, you didn't have a kid with another woman. You had a kid with a sperm tank.
Well, yes, but I have a kid with Katie.
Yeah, but she's not involved.
She's his other mom. This is what I had to explain to a 7-year-old.
As you've said to me off the air, she wasn't really a part of the process.
She was holding my hand when the sperm went in.
Okay.
Oh, romantic.
That is hot.
I never said it was romantic.
Right. So, okay, got it. So you knew at some point you would have to address the fact.
Answer questions.
About why does this boy have two mommies?
Yes. And I didn't really think about my plan because this conversation came sooner than I thought it was going to.
Because you were waiting for it to come from your own son, and he's not doing that yet.
Yeah,
he
or
doesn't
kids
know
his
anything.
age.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even 3.
Yeah.
So I just kind of figured they don't know what the hell's going on
Because
at that age.
my kids have asked that question about you. About
oh,
him.
really?
Oh, yeah.
And what do you say to them?
I said, because they're an abomination to God.
And they're going to burn in hell.
I said, and they'll spend eternity in hell suffering for their sins. And my kids
Sorry,
go,
I'm in Santa Monica Beach.
And my kids go, that's exactly what we thought. That's great. No, I say, I tell them one of those BS, every family's different things. Some families have two daddies, two mommies, no daddies, no mommies.
That's kind of the
Who
approach
even knows anymore?
I took.
That's what I did.
There were way too many follow-up questions.
Of course.
So there was this.
It's jarring.
This kid that was playing with Wesley, who's Wesley's age, and then there was an older sister who is like 7 years old, very mouthy, very cool, like one of those like ask questions about everything.
Nothing worse on planet Earth than a mouthy 7-year-old. Right? It's the worst.
I'm not going to talk so that Jay can pull it.
Just a lot of questions. They're never satiated. Just shut up.
So I was at the park with him, and then Katie shows up, and she goes, "Who are you?" And she goes, "I'm Wesley's mom." And she's like, "No, that's Wesley's mom."
Well, she's right.
And
0.7-year-old.
And she goes, "Well, I'm his other mom." And she goes, "Wait a minute. How can he have two moms?" And I was like, "Well, some people have two moms." And she was like, "Well, I've never met anybody that has two moms." And I danced for her. And I said, some people have two moms, some people have two dads, some people only have one parent. There's all kinds
then
of
you start
different
freaking
things.
them out. Why would they have one? What happened?
Exactly.
Right.
So then she starts going, well...
And also, don't you say to yourself at one point, because she's asking you the question, but don't you also know, because some people hate it when other parents try to, quote, teach their kids. So now you are potentially teaching another parent's kid
about what this means.
Something that they may be like, either I wanted to teach in my own way, or I didn't want to even address this.
Right. And if this kid is very vocal, she's going to immediately go home and tell her parents who she talked to at the park and what they told her.
And by the way, tell all of her other 7-year-old friends. It's going to start a whole chain reaction of people that are going, what's a lesbian?
I just teached a whole generation.
Right. God, you're not the right person for that job.
And I said teached.
That's the worst part about it. She's going to say the whole thing in bad English.
So she goes, so are you two divorced?
Great follow-up. God, she's smart. Like two divorced moms. That there was a dad there, but he's out of the picture, so now you decide, let's just raise this kid together?
I said, no, we're married to each other. And she said, why would you want to marry another woman? And I said, well, because this is who I fell in love with, and anybody can marry somebody that they love.
Yeah, dangerous.
And then she goes, well, what if a 12-year-old wants to marry a 50-year-old? And I was like, well, that's not okay. And she was like, why? And I was like, well, there's an age of... then I had to get into this whole discussion about being 18 years old and how then you can make your own choices.
I'm just kidding. He has one mom.
Yeah, you should have just said, the dad's on a business trip. I'm her friend.
I really thought that would have been easier at one point. It got so deep that she was like, well, can you marry an animal? And I was like, well, no. And she was like, well, I thought you could love anybody. And I was like, I don't know, kid. I don't know. I'm a freak, all right?
She's going back to the original
I started questioning his. I was like, I feel bad for my child.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, what if he gets too big and you can't pick him up?
I think of that every day. Every single day I think that. My wife has told me now, my 8-year-old is at a point where she cannot take her up the stairs anymore, that if she falls asleep downstairs and I'm not home, she just remains downstairs. Like, that's how it is now. Like, she's literally like, it cannot be, I cannot do it anymore. So that's your future.
Right, exactly. Well, we could tag team.
Yeah.
You know, like wheelbarrow style.
Yeah, you can figure it out together. That's
stairs.
unbelievable.
But she had a lot more questions that I couldn't answer, and eventually I just was like, oh, look over there.
Yeah.
I was like, want to play hide and go seek? You hide
Smart.
first.
That's the best answer. I'll find you later.
It's beginning to look a lot like
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.
Hey, it's Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. All day on KROQ. Win tickets to see
This is Jim from Jimmy Eat World.
Hi, it's Nick from 311.
Hey, it's Jacob Knoll of Sublime. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
AWOL Nation, Beck, Franz Ferdinand, Baby, the Linda Lindas.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From Gain. Mix, match, more happy.
KROQ.
give us a brand new word, hashtag it together. You can get them to us on the text line at 800-520-1067. You can call in or on the Instagram Klein Alley Show. Examples would include gain 311 pounds or smashing pumpkin pie or many of the others that have already started to trickle in on the Instagram. We will pick our favorites. Everyone who submits will be eligible, and then we will announce who will win some tickets to join us at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Some of my favorites that have already come through on Instagram and on the text line is Beck potatoes.
Love them Beck potatoes.
Beck potatoes, Friendsgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, Yams Ferdinand.
Oh, yeah, Yams Ferdinand. That's an early favorite for me. I like that one.
I've hit a Wall Nation.
Oh, that's so true.
I like it. Modest Moose. These are not on the lineup, but Paramore Gravy and many others coming through on the text line and on Instagram. Keep them coming.
Yeah, all you got to do is take anything that you would consider KROQ and anything that you would consider Thanksgiving, mash them together, give us a brand new word, phrase, band, etc., and we will potentially, we got to give away these tickets. We're going to go to someone in the next, 10 minutes here on KROQ. Might as well be you. Let's say hi to Daniel on KROQ. Go ahead. Hello, Daniel.
So this is for somebody who doesn't know how to cook the turkey and do it too much. Instead of the black keys, it's the black turkeys.
Yeah. You can always tell the relative that has never attempted to cook before when they present to you the black turkeys, because they go, it's probably juicy on the inside, even though the outside has got a nice
But now you got a pun
to
to go with it.
That's good. Now it's all worth it just for the joke right there. We'll take these calls, we'll take your texts, and we will continue to hashtag it up throughout the next 20 minutes here at 800-520-1067 or on the Instagram Klein Alley Show. Just submitting, you are eligible to win some tickets, and we'll continue with that next right here on KROQ. Time to create some new words in the English language. Hashtag style on KROQ this morning. Thanksgiving is almost here. Load up now and get ready to load up again in a week, Thursday. We got anything under the KROQ umbrella mashed together with anything under the Thanksgiving umbrella to create a brand new round of mash tags.
Sometimes you want to play mash tags, sometimes you don't. Well, if you don't, you're gonna be bummed out, because we're playing it now.
Donovan on KROQ, what do you got for us?
Sweet David.
Sweet David, what's up?
Hey, good morning. I got Gwen Stefani.
Say again?
I think he's doing a stuffing pun with Gwen Stefani. It's so close.
Gwen Stefani?
Stuffing knee. It's a bit of a...
her name.
Not as great as 818's on the text line, which may be my new personal favorite, and that is Trip to Franz Ferdinand.
I like that one, too.
Strong.
I also like Cold Plate.
Cold plate.
Yeah.
Cold plate's good.
I like some of the yam puns that are happening. 310 Pearl Yam and 818 the yams.
Oh, that's that woman's on the phone now. That's Daisy. Daisy?
Yep.
Hey, you had the yams for us. Hey, what's up? That's a good one. Yeah, Allie beat you to the punch, though. Sorry, she stole it from you.
It's okay.
That's okay. Good submission. I like that one. Rosie on KROQ. It's mash tags. Anything Thanksgiving mixed with anything KROQ, and let's go ahead. And what do you got for us?
I have pumpkin pie.
That sounds disgusting. Pass on that immediately.
Saying pump Klein is so gross.
Why? Well, that's not so gross. That's some people.
He shaved his arms. He's nice now.
Yeah, some people would be turned on by that.
The
sure.
Smashing Plumpkins and my Aunt Linda.
My Aunt Linda.
I like that too.
Everyone's got an Aunt Linda that comes. She always got a new boyfriend every year.
Yes, hi Linda.
Yeah, we get it. It's my Aunt Linda. That seat's for my Aunt Linda. Hey, Marissa on KROQ. What do you got for us? Mash tags.
AWOL Gobble Nation.
All right. It's a strong submission. I don't know if it'll make it into the finals, though. Josh on KROQ, what do you got for us? Mash tags.
Hey, what's up? Smoke 311 doobies before turkey dinner.
I'll tell you one thing. Getting nice and high before Thanksgiving dinner is my favorite. Well, growing up at least. Now I got kids. It's a little bit less fun. But when I was
that would be problematic.
When I was going home to see my family during college and stuff, and I would getting the most ridiculous amount of bake before I knew I just got to sit there and stuff my face.
And also stuffing your eyes full of Visine.
Was absolutely
drop after drop after
you get
drop.
high afterwards now.
Yeah, but sometimes you are. I know it's crazy to say this, but too full to get high, which I know seems counterintuitive, but sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah. Limp biscuits and gravy, but biscuits and gravy aren't really a traditional Thanksgiving food.
Could be. No reason not to be. These are continuing to pour through, so we got one more song, and then we'll pick our winner. We're putting together our list of our 5 favorites. We'll give away these tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Some very funny ones we can't even say on the radio.
Jimmy, eat it all. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
That's pretty good right there. This is Gwen Stefani right here. Stefani. And no doubt, come back with your winner. Get your submissions in. 800-520-1067. show. So many great submissions coming through for this round of Mash Tags. So let's pay it off and give away some tickets right now to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas and tell you what song you'll be listening for later this morning and when you should hear that song. Call up and get yourself tickets that way as well.
Sometimes you want to play Mash Tags, sometimes you don't. Well, if you don't, you're gonna be bummed out, because we're playing it now.
Final submissions right now on the phones, and then we will give you our 5 finalists before we announce the exciting winner. James, what do you got for us on KROQ?
I don't know if I could beat Gwen Stefani, but Kid Crockpot always gets me in the spirit.
Kid Crockpot, that's a good one. Marissa on KROQ, what do you have for us? It's Mash Tags, Thanksgiving stuff mixed together with KROQ bands. What do you have for us? Marissa, going once. Going twice.
Jimmy, Jimmy, eat your green beans.
Jimmy, eat your green
I like that
beans.
one.
Christian on KROQ this morning. It is Mash Tags. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving feasting and all things KROQ. What do you got for us?
Well, I'm talking about after the feast, some dessert with Depeche a la mode.
Ah, some Depeche a la mode. Delicious.
One on the text line, the Killers of the Native Americans.
All right.
Kind
That's
of
a
dark,
little bit. That's a bit dark,
definitely
but historically accurate as well. Thank you for that one. Eric on KROQ, what do you got?
Sub key lime pie.
Sub key lime pie. Hey, listen, bonus points because it made it onto it's one of the bands on the lineup for this year's KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Allie, read you some of these finalists now. 909 was inspired by your Thanksgiving with your own mother and gave us Throat Gautier.
Oh, my God. That is such a stretch.
626, inspired by all of the shopping that will be happening after Thanksgiving and gave us their take on this is a good Mash Tag. Welcome to the Black Friday.
Oh.
Welcome to the Black Parade. It's a nice
good.
twist right there. 310, Mana Turkey Skin, which is a bit of a stretch too, but listen.
That's all we want out of life is a meh.
I was a big fan of 818 who gave us Jack White Meat.
Come on.
Jack White Meat's
Is it
good.
top 5?
You know what, Jake, to be honest?
Why don't you write 5 that are great, Jake?
Cold Plate. It should be in the top 5.
Cold Plate was fun.
Yams Ferdinand.
We haven't gotten to that. You're jumping ahead, Jake. I got
You're already at 4.
Top 5 here is I have 15 written down.
Okay, I forgot you can't count. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because the winner, everyone is really playing for second place here. Universally, we saw this come through on the text line. And we said, this is our winner. And it came from Stephanie. Stephanie from the 818.
Stephanie or Stephanie?
Stephanie, what is your name?
I can be Stephanie.
Stephanie, which one did you bring to us in this exciting edition of Mash Tags?
Trip to France Ferdinand.
Trip to France Ferdinand, a band on the lineup, one of the funnest words you can say. It's the only time anyone ever talks about stupid tryptophan is Thanksgiving.
And Trip to France is even better.
Trip to France Ferdinand was an absolute slayer, game changer. You got yourself 2 tickets now to see Trip to France Ferdinand and all the other bands at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for listening to the show, and thanks for participating in Mash Tags. Hold on 1 second. That's exciting for her. And the next song you're going to be listening for, if you want more tickets. Oh, that song is coming up later on today. I believe it's at 11 o'clock. Between 11 and 12, listen for Amber by 311. When you hear us play Amber by 311, Nicole Alvarez will have another pair of tickets for you for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Allie, I know that we have to help people sleep better because the Sleeper Bowl is officially underway.
Yeah, and I don't think that we've been successful so far. We've only tried one thing, but it was very difficult. I found myself forgetting throughout the day, but then remembering and being like, it was stressful.
We're going to get to a new way to help you sleep better starting as soon as tonight. But first, someone has been waiting on the phone for a while to talk to us. Go ahead.
Good morning. Well, I don't recommend it.
Great.
I accidentally took my husband's medication instead of mine, and I slept like a baby. I had to call out the next morning for work. I don't even remember calling out. I slept until 11 o'clock.
Oh my God, what was this medication,
That
do you
sounds
know?
amazing. Does he have more of it?
Amitriptyline. It's for his migraines. And you want to know the worst part? Do you know what I do for work? I'm a pharmacy technician. That is like...
So you overslept because you were on pills, and they were like, typical.
Yeah, well, I don't know who I talked to. They said that I sounded so out of it when I called
Oh my
them, though.
God.
It's nice to know that even the pharmacy experts don't also read the stuff that we don't read.
I know.
either.
So as a professional pharmacist, you can admit that those words are way too tiny and no one should read them.
It was an accident.
All right.
I have to say, I've never done it. I've been a pharmacy tech for 10 years. I've never done that.
Well, so far you're winning the Sleeper Bowl, so congratulations.
Oh, shoot.
We didn't talk about taking other people's prescriptions, but that is always a potential way to get a great night's sleep.
Is that a Friday one? When are we going to do that one?
Yeah, we'll save that for Friday, because I guess if we sleep till 11, that'll be a real problem for tomorrow's show. We are a sleep-deprived nation, so that is why we started the Sleeper Bowl, which means every day this week we're going to be testing out a brand new way that experts claim is the best way to get good sleep. Last night, we all attempted the 10-3-2-1-0 method. Now, the 10-3-2-1-0 method means 10 hours before bed, you cut off all caffeine. 3 hours before bed, you stop eating and drinking alcohol. 2 hours before bed, you stop doing anything work-related. 1 hour before bed, no more screens. And then in the morning, the key is no snooze. You wake up and you're up. And that is supposedly going to put you in the best, most rested feeling for today.
I think that this was not successful for any of us. Raise your hand if you were 100% successful. No one? No one?
I failed 3 different ways. Primarily because I ended up drinking, I was bad at the math, and I was drinking coffee at 1:30, and then I drank iced tea at 4:30, and then I had something else, and I realized...
4:30? I had a beer at midnight.
And then I was eating about an hour before bed. Yeah, the whole thing was a fail.
Did you even try?
Yeah, well, once I realized I screwed up the 10 part of it, I kind of just threw in the towel.
The 10 part?
The first part of it, I screwed up.
Jake, did you do any of it?
I did the screen before bed. I didn't have any screen time before bed.
For 1 hour?
Yeah.
And what did you do in
I was
that?
watching TV instead.
That's a screen.
Screen counts as a phone.
No.
No, you idiot.
Screens are screens.
Screen is all screens, dummy.
Oh, well, then I didn't do any of them then.
Okay, Vanessa?
You know I tried. I went to Trader Joe's and I got a coffee and I got a nice tea and I was eating my meal and I was like, ooh, I'm so excited. And then I was like, no, wait, I have to do this stupid thing.
Right.
I can't drink coffee. And then, I didn't turn on my lights because I just let the sun do its thing so that didn't bother me. And then I really didn't look at my phone. I went to bed at 6:30. But then this morning...
At 6:30 p.m.?
Yeah, because once it's dark at my house, I'm like, all right, world, good night. But then this morning, I failed because I pressed snooze like 3 times.
Fail. That's a fail.
But the thing is...
I snoozed so much this morning.
Well, I only snoozed once, but once the 8 o'clock hit, where between 8 and 9 I had nothing to do, I was like, I should just go to bed.
Yeah, that hour.
Why,
why stay up?
Yes, but I ended up playing Connect 4 with my wife, and I was like,
God.
is this a thing?
That's definitely a fail.
I think what happened is that the numbers and the things are mixed up. 10 hours should be no more work. 3 hours should be
caffeine.
No more caffeine.
Right.
2 hours should be, or 2 should be the amount of snoozes you get. 1 should be more snoozes. And then 0 is the screen time.
All right. Well, clearly we all failed at that.
Okay, so what's next?
The one we're going to try tonight is called the Navy SEAL method. Now, this is what Navy SEALs use. And Navy SEALs, as you know, they have a stressful life. So we think our life is stressful. Imagine being a Navy SEAL where you got to basically protect, try to take down bin Laden and all that stuff.
Well, and you have to do sleep that's like sleep but still ready for anything.
So if we can't fall asleep in our own beds with blankets and pillows, these are Navy SEAls that have to fall asleep.
Like in the woods?
Right, like all over the place. And they say that this method is what works for them, so we're going to try this one tonight. If you'd like to do the Sleeper Bowl with us. Last night, none of us had success. Although a lot of people did let us know in the DMs. They did do the 10-3-2-1-0 method, and they did it when we first talked about it, which was a few months ago on the show, and they claimed that it is great if you stick with it.
Yes, but it's not realistic.
Right, it's not realistic. Here's what you do for the Navy SEAL method. This is what the SEALs do. You find any sort of a comfortable spot. Now, for them, they're just looking for flat ground that doesn't have a landmine on it. For us, it's probably your bed or a couch, whatever. You elevate your legs so that they are above your heart. Before you fall asleep, you have to prop your legs up on a chair or the edge of the couch or even against a wall to make sure they are above your heart, because what it does is it helps the blood flow back to your heart, and your brain more easily helps you relax faster. So the idea is it will force relaxation faster than just laying flat.
So if I'm on my bed, I have to put a chair on the bed and then lift my legs
you can
up?
use
You can use like a pillow?
You can use pillows, or you could turn your body around so you got that wall, or you put your legs on the headboard or something.
That sounds awful.
Listen, this is what Navy SEAls do. They claim this works. They're
My
the
knees
Navy
are
SEALs.
gonna hurt.
You set the next thing you do is you set your timer, because you could oversleep. You want to make sure that whatever your alarm is, you got to make sure it's set and ready to go, because at some point, if you're a Navy SEAL, you oversleep, you're dead. So they want to remind you that you got to have your alarm set for whenever your wake up
well,
is.
we set our alarms. That's easy.
You breathe deeply as you sink into relaxation. Close your eyes, a few deep breaths. Let go of any thoughts or stress. Focus on your breathing. That's all you got to do. That's the key. This is what keeps the Navy SEALs calm when, everything else is going on. Craziness around them, but they got to get some sleep.
I'm probably going to focus on the fact that the blood's all rushing to my heart.
You're probably going to focus on the fact that
worrying.
your legs are on the wall.
Yeah.
Then when you wake up, this is the very important part. You don't wake up in a quick, jump out of bed sort of way, which is kind of the opposite of what we learned today.
You keep sleeping?
You're
Come on, keep sleeping.
Gently open your eyes, take moments to stretch, which shake off any lingering sleepiness, get your blood flowing again. This will help you feel more refreshed and ready to go on with your day. It's the Navy SEAL method.
So just wake up?
You wake up, but you have to do it.
You know what helps you wake up is a screen.
Screen. The Navy SEALs did not say that.
You say a screen or a scream?
The scream of violence happening all around you. So tonight we're going to try. Now listen, there's
You're
a few.
Sleep elevated all night?
Allie's pitched this masturbation method, which we're going to have to try later this week. And then there's some sort of a cuddling one that apparently is supposed to put you in the best place for sleep as well.
Yeah, but I think it doesn't matter if you're cuddling a person or not.
No, you can do a pillow, a lamp. Choice is yours. So welcome to day 2 of the Sleeper Bowl. Day 1 was an epic fail. Day 2, we'll do like the Navy SEALs do.
Can't we just do like actual SEALs?
And
just sleep all day?
Yeah.
Eat a bunch of fish, clap our hands at tourists.
That's out.
106.7 KROQ. KROQ. Klein.
It's time for us to tackle the internet's biggest riddles, one question at a time, including what time of the day are people the horniest. It's clickbait time. Here we go. Bait. We'll start with this one, though. Apparently, this is the temperature as things are starting to cool off here in Southern California. This is the perfect temperature you could set your thermostat at to keep your house warm, but also save money this winter. They have decided, after crunching all the numbers, this is what you want your house to be set at. You'll be warm enough, and it will not cost you a ton of money so that you're comfortable.
I always thought it was 69, baby.
69, baby, according to Allie. That's her answer for lots of things in this world. Jake the Nerd, what say you?
Well, if you have a Jake Shack and your utilities are included, you can do whatever you want. I have it at 80.
Jesus
80?
Christ, Jake.
But only for a short time, then I turn it off. But I would say 72.
A guy as sweaty and pitted out as you is cranking up the heat to 80 degrees in that tiny space?
For like 10 minutes, and then I turn it off.
Oh,
it was like
God.
freezing in my house.
Yeah, because you probably know because you live in a shed, right?
Yeah, Shack.
Yeah.
Jake Shack.
Jake Shack. Hashtag Jake Shack.
The body's got to stay cold, but I stay warm.
Vanessa, what do you believe the temperature is according to experts? If you set your thermostat at this, you can ride it out all winter long. It's not going to raise your bills that much, but it will allow you to be comfortable.
70.
Everyone's hovering right around that 70 number.
I mean, for me, it's 73. That's the number, but
It's going to cost you, though. 73 is going to cost you money.
I know.
I don't know
That's why I think 69, overrated sex position, but perfectly rated temperature.
I don't know why they claim this is the number, but they looked at a lot of different people, thermostats. Of course, this is Southern California, so as you know, it's never going to get that cold outside. It will feel cold for us. We'll put on puffer coats, etc.
But also, we're pussies.
Right. That's also true. That's what it says here. That's what the expert said.
We looked at a lot lot of thermostats and discovered your pussies.
The ideal temperature for your home
Boy, scientist.
is 67.1.
That is
Allie, you can't argue with the expert. 67.1 is the perfect indoor housing temperature, high enough to protect residents from harmful health concerns of the cold, but it will not actually jack up your bill that much, if at all.
That's what mine's always set at. My grandma's house is always set at 67.
67. Johnny knows.
Come on, man. Grandma's right.
Grandma's always
67
know.
degrees. I am worried for I'm worried about hypothermia.
67. You
I'm
can't
worried that my
hypothermia.
animals aren't going to get through the
Out of
night.
your mind. That's the number. I'm just telling you. Next one. Clickbait. Here we go. All right. Let's go with this one. This is a lot of travel coming up next week. A lot of people heading on the roads, airports, etc. for Thanksgiving plans. According to travel experts, this is a very popular, I would call it a travel habit that people do that actually lets you know that you are a high-functioning anxiety in disguise. So this is something that people do while traveling that lets the world know that you actually suffer from high-functioning anxiety. It's part of travel. Everyone gets a little anxious around traveling for the most part. At least in every relationship, you need the one person that wants to be at the airport 9 hours early. The other person's like, we'll get there 6 minutes before the plane boards. But this is something that people are doing that lets the world know it is you have high-functioning anxiety in disguise.
Well, it's got to be a gate hoverer.
What is it?
The person who's too afraid to leave their gate.
Oh, just sits there the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
And
they want to sit like next to the ticketing counter.
Okay.
And they're like constantly watching that screen. You know, it's like, I'm 75 and sunny. Could change.
It's a travel habit that people
Set
do.
the flights full. They're going to be volunteers, I bet.
This could be you if you're doing any traveling upcoming, because very possibly you are for Thanksgiving. Jake, what say you?
I'm going to say it's either getting to your gate super early, like 2 hours early, or constantly checking your bag in case you forgot something.
This is a travel habit that people do, but really it's just a disguise for the fact that you have high-functioning anxiety. Vanessa, you just got back from a trip. No, none of us thought you'd get back to Colombia.
Trip gave you anxiety?
I think that it's over-preparing.
Like overpacking?
No, over like thinking everything. Like over-preparing to be at the airport.
You know, there's also the people that go to the ticketing counter even though they don't have to. Like, they have those computers now that can do it all for you.
Right.
And then there are people that are like, hi, I'm here. Let me give you my ID. And it's like, you don't need to do this in person.
Johnny, yes, Johnny would like to guess as well. I have the answer. This is, of course, us solving the internet's biggest riddles, clickbait style. What say you?
Okay, I say driving in another state while you're on vacation, because that's high anxiety, high stress environment right there. Driving in another state.
What are you even talking about, Johnny?
You know how like you're kind of afraid to go
Johnny,
drive
do you
in
hear
another state?
Did you hear the question at all, or no? You're just yelling out things.
No, I heard the question.
What do you
Driving
think
in another state.
What do you think the question is?
You said what's one high functioning anxiety thing people do? And I said driving in another state.
No, that's not what I
So
said.
you think people are afraid of planes and then go drive into other states where there aren't planes?
Johnny, I said this travel habit that people do while traveling is actually a disguise for having high-functioning anxiety.
What do I know? I've only ever traveled to Vegas my whole entire life. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's your fault, Klein, for asking him.
Glad we asked.
The guy's
Great.
jumping up and down with his
Yeah,
hand in
I was
the
actually
air.
very excited to
Like
contribute
he has a good answer, like he even knows what we're talking about. And his answer is nothing to do with it.
Well, fool me twice.
So,
Shame on me.
Overpacking is number 4 on the list. If you're one of those people that feels the need to just pack everything for every possible scenario you could encounter.
And pack like weeks in advance for some people.
But moving up to the top spot, and yes, arriving super early. The people that feel the need to arrive very early is just outside of 1. But number 1 is what Vanessa said: the extensive planning, feeling the need to pre-plan every minute of your travel.
Whoa.
is really a sign that you have high functioning anxiety.
Yay!
Now we know.
This show, by the way, is brought to you by High Functioning Anxiety.
Shockingly, Johnny's answer nowhere near this list, and there's 20 things on here.
I'm going to go drive to another state. I'm too nervous.
All right, we'll end it with this one. This is the time of the day that people are at their horniest. It's a 2-hour window. It happens at some point during the day, every day, and this is when people are actually at their horniest. Men, women. We'll let Jake go first here, since Jake's getting laid these days. Jake?
I'm going to say late night or later night, so like 9 to 11.
9 to 11. That's his 2-hour window. Allie?
I think it's an afternoon delight situation. I think it's between 12 and 2.
12 and 2, people are at their horniest, you believe?
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa?
I think 1 p.m.
When you want your coffee and iced tea.
That's when you left us that message yesterday at 1 p.m. Were you at your horniest?
Were we a booty call?
Is that what happened?
Stop it.
When we
I
get-
was just thinking that's the time.
This was yesterday at 1 p.m.
Guys, not having any caffeine for 10 hours before bed, it's not doable.
But you
I
are.
haven't had any caffeine yet.
Speaking of doable.
But I really wanted to have a coffee at like 1. And I really wanted
Now we know what coffee means for her.
Oh, my God.
She really wanted to have a coffee at 1. Yeah.
at like 1. And I really wanted iced tea at 1. Like I need it right now.
Maybe those are people.
Yeah, she does. You listen to this, 1 o'clock.
Like I need it right now.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
You need it right now.
Now your message makes a lot of sense.
God,
All right.
I forward that to HR.
Can't believe.
Wait, can I give an answer? Can I give an answer?
No, you're off this game.
I got one.
You're
I got
off
one.
this game, Johnny. You're off. The correct answer is Jake is right. 11 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Oh, right on.
is when people apparently, and I think that that's not accurate. I think that's when people are probably like, drinking more and they're at the bars more.
That doesn't mean they're necessarily hornier.
But
it just means that they're drunk.
Yeah, that's what they claim. So I'm just saying, if you're looking to get lucky, don't even bother going out until 11 p.m. because everyone is just not horny. Except for Vanessa, who's running around at 1 in the afternoon, ready to go.
Trying to F everyone.
We got to take a super quick break. We're back in a moment. We got more show to get to. Those tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. It's all happening after this. Find out what's going on in the world. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Once again, reminder between 11 and noon today with Nicole Alvarez. You'll be listening for 311's Amber for your next chance to get some tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. If you don't want to wait around and hope to get through on the phones, you can get a pair right now at Ticketmaster.com. And here is your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. News you can't use.
All right, here is the new way people are cheating. If you think you're being cheated on, you might want to check the Notes app for evidence. With the new iPhone update, more cheaters are using the Notes app to have DL conversations and share nudes because you can easily create a shared note with somebody, and you can even lock that shared note with a password to stop anybody from seeing it. So both of you can have the Notes app open on your phone, and you can see what the person is writing as they're writing it, and then after you see it, you can just delete it and it's like it never existed. You can attach pictures to it. You can do all kinds of things on there that are super under the radar. So some people are saying they're even catching their significant others cheating just because they have their Notes app accidentally open on their computers and things like that.
It's kind of interesting when people learn, because I'm sure Apple wasn't thinking to themselves. Maybe they were, but it seems like Apple probably wasn't thinking to themselves, oh, this will be great for cheaters. They're probably thinking like, oh, this will be great. This would be great for families to keep a shopping list.
No, they need
and then
to have,
cheaters figure it out like so quickly. They're like, you know what else we could use this for? It's cheating.
They need somebody with a mind like yours that can think, here are all the unsavory things I can do with the update.
Right.
And just go give it to somebody like you and lock you in a room and say, figure it out. You're like, here we go. Here are all the emojis I can use for a D. Here's all the ways I can cheat. Here's all the things,
right? Because
right?
usually what they'll do is they'll like go to, a lot of the big companies will say to a hacker, if you can hack into our system, we'll give you $1 million, but just tell us how you did it so we can fix it, right? That's what they want to know. Same thing like casinos.
You can jack into their system.
With cheaters in casinos, they would, the people that were really good cheaters, they would hire them to then work security so they could look out for other cheaters. So it's not that dissimilar, but it's always interesting when they come up with new ways. Because for a while it was there was that fake calculator app that was a big thing that everyone was using.
Yeah, and then people learn what it is, and then they get to the bottom of it, and they can't use it anymore.
Yeah, well, you can always find a shady way. People will always find a way to outshade. It's really interesting.
Yeah, they just get new and inventive with it. All right, if you have way too many unread emails, clunky photo albums that are all out of order, how many pictures do you have on your phone right now, Klein?
I currently have 157,980 unread emails. When are we having a party? We said we're having a party when I hit what number? Was it 200,000?
Does it?
We made a number up.
And what about your photos? How many photos do you have?
Photos currently, let me just close my Notes app. Hold on. Just
Is
kidding.
That me?
It's you, Allie. I'm cheating on you. I'm texting. I have a Notes app with Big Boy. Let me see how many photos I currently have. What would be too many photos, if you had to guess?
I don't know. Just tell me how many photos you have.
Hold on. Oh, wow. I didn't realize. In my other email, I have 74,000 unread.
Oh, then you are almost at 200K. Combined.
I have 52,274 pictures in my phone.
Oh, my Lord.
Is that a lot? Well, some of them are in the cloud, I think.
But that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, how many gigs is your phone?
Well, he's got the cloud.
It's really hot. The phone is always hot.
No wonder it's always dying.
The phone is very hot and always dying.
So the reason I ask is because you, Klein, could be a digital hoarder.
Oh, 100%.
Often associated with obsessive-compulsive disorder and is believed to affect about 2.5% of Americans, defined by persistent problems parting with possessions even if they have little or no value in a digital form.
This is why I don't want to delete emails either. I know of those 157,000 unread emails. There's got to be 2 or 3 important ones there. Sentimental ones there. Probably.
Sentimental emails?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't even know one sentimental email that I could possibly have.
I had
Like,
one
maybe-
from Rodney Dangerfield. I can't find it.
I
Sucks.
think maybe I have one email from like my late grandmother, like when she learned how to write an email. That's probably it.
Also, there's a guy that like 15 years ago gave me a Bitcoin, and I don't know where it is.
Right. Well, also with you
emailed.
can't keep track of any of your stuff.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, Google or Gmail is kind of like a Google for my life. Like, if something happened, if I booked a flight, I don't remember what airline,
Right.
what time,
Same.
anything.
Everything.
I Google confirmation.
Right. And hope it comes up.
I hope it comes up.
But I do the same thing with people, and I'm talking about people I haven't talked to in 10 years. If I knew at some point we emailed together, I'll just search for anything that will bring it up. And then when it's there, I'm like, haha, digital hoarder gets this one.
All right. When you are traveling, obviously, for the holidays, which a lot of people are, you might rent a car at some point. That's something that a lot of people are going to do. Now, I don't know if you heard this situation in Syracuse, but this happened a little while ago, and now they're kind of realizing what all the details were about these dozens and dozens of cars that were stolen at the Hertz rental car.
How can you steal them? They got those spike strips. No one can get over the spike strips.
No, people got
Piece of wood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
did.
piece of
They
wood.
were, so what happened was all these people came in.
Yeah,
Very
piece of
busy
plywood.
travel
Problem
season.
solved.
They came in. It was like 20 to 40 people, and there was nobody at the counter. And it turns out all the Hertz employees at that day had decided to do like a walkout, and they
Great.
decided like, I'm not going to work.
And Hertz leaves the keys in the cars a lot of times.
Yes. So eventually it was like groupthink. They were like, what do we do, guys? Why don't we just start stealing cars? So they just went out there and started finding cars that had keys inside of them, and they just were like, I guess this one's mine. And they had every intention of paying. They couldn't. But everyone can be a car thief if you're given the right situation.
Beautiful.
It was
message.
kind of an
So
interesting
they were customers.
group experiment. Yeah, they were customers, but eventually when
No one
nobody...
was there to help them. They're like, I'm just taking a car.
They were like, I'm just going to... And then why not give yourself a little upgrade? You know what I mean? Why not take
totally
any car
warranted.
you want?
Yeah, if you're waiting around, even if you're waiting for over 10 minutes, you should just take a car and go. I mean, that is...
I would say even if there's just one employee,
Of-
you have, an advantage
Of
there.
all of the travel delays that you will encounter, and I'm talking about flight delays and flight cancellations, the waiting in that incredibly long line to get your rental car when there's one person working and you just can do the math in your head and you go, this is going to take hours.
And it
I'm
sucks
already
because
here,
you're
but
almost there.
I know.
You're almost through
That's
it.
the worst
The
one.
rental car is the last step.
That is the worst one by far. Let's give you a taste of what you'll get December 14th at the Forum with some Jimmy Eat World, and we'll get into a brand new hour of the show next.
KROQ listeners, don't forget to listen to your second favorite morning show, Klein and Alley.
I'm going to be eggless.
Stupid man. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Viva Klein Alley Show. Viva!
That's right. Thank you, Bud Light Bros. Klein Alley Show on KROQ. Good morning. How the hell goes it? If you need us, phones are open 800-520-1067. This hour, we will help you live forever with a new round of Old People Secrets. Person turned 104 wants to share some advice if you would also like to live to 104, which sounds exhausting. But she's doing it. She seems pretty happy about it, and we will meet her coming up later this hour as we help you live forever. Already today, we've helped you sleep better, potentially. And now we're going to help you permanently. Now we're going to help you avoid the permanent sleep forever. We got a lot of people also been texting in their methods that they have been using, because, you know, if you go around now, you see there are no shortage of ways to help you fall asleep, stay asleep, and a lot of people are hitting us up with things on the text line that they would like us to incorporate in the Sleeper Bowl this week, including some ASMR.
Oh, you should listen to ASMR.
A lot of ways.
And what about midday nap?
Well, that's Jake's method. We all got our own methods. I mean, I used to just say a big sandwich and a pillow.
Hell yeah, dude.
Big sandwich and a pillow was the perfect formula for sleep. And
you can't do that every night, though.
I could. Why couldn't I? I'm going to try that.
That's the dream.
I'm going to go back to that. I didn't.
Even if your family wants something else for dinner, just do big sandwich.
No, this is after dinner. The dinner happens, and then a couple hours after, like right before, big sandwich, like meatball hoagie, cheesesteak, really aggressive. And
so it's the complete opposite of what we did yesterday?
Yes. Yeah, I actually think that 10-3-2-1 crap, if you did the opposite of that, I
woke up hungry several times throughout the night.
Of course,
because I had to eat by 6. It was so stressful.
You can listen to us live on KROQ. You can also enjoy the stream, as we are currently also streaming all over YouTube.
Yo, bro, we have to do that YouTube thing every goddamn day.
We listen to that guy, and now we're doing it every goddamn day. So hopefully you're enjoying it there as well. Lots of ways to get involved in the show. I'm Klein. There's Allie.
Hello.
Jake the Nerd over there. DJ Omar Khan, no está aquí hoy, but you got Vanessa in the back and Postmaster Johnny taking them calls. 800-520-1067. Show continues after Radiohead on KROQ.
When you
Do you love or hate the question that you get from people, and you're probably going to get it today if you haven't gotten it already, is, hey, what are your plans for next week? What are your Thanksgiving plans? Do you feel that is a loaded question, or do you like getting that question? Some people love it because they want to brag. If they have real plans.
I like getting that question because it makes me think of the plan itself.
But what if you don't have a plan? What if you're someone that is still going to, quote, figure it out?
You shouldn't be figuring it out still.
What are you talking about? It's still like over a week away.
No.
You have plenty of figure out time.
Oh, my Thanksgiving plans are figured out months in advance.
Well,
totally.
If you're doing travel. Jake, are you traveling?
Yeah, I drive to the Central Valley where I was born to my cousin's house for Thanksgiving.
You drive to the house you were born in? What?
The town where I was born. I was born in a town called Tulare, and then I drive 2.5 hours north.
You were born in a town called Tulare?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Tulare County. It's kind of a big thing.
Right. Yeah, we all know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So you drive there. That's a tradition you do every year?
Yeah, because my cousins and aunts and uncles still live there.
Got it. So how many people are going to be there?
It's just my cousin and her family. So it's going to be like... Oh, and then their kids. So.
Are you invited or are you self-invited? Are you imposed?
No, I'm invited every year.
Why do you think...
I was born here, damn it.
Yeah, it sounds...
I can go into any house I want.
It sounds like you're claiming stake to the land, but... like
It sounds like that family is having a Thanksgiving dinner and you're inviting yourself to that Thanksgiving dinner.
It's well known that I'm invited every year.
But well known by who, though? Did they call you?
No.
Wait, hold on. Do they tell you, like, what time to arrive or what to bring? Or
Not yet.
Will they do that, or you're just going to show?
I'll text her. I'm like, so what time is the thing?
Oh,
and she's like, oh, no.
She's, God damn it, he's back again.
I destroy life in Tulare County.
Stupid birthright Thanksgiving. Guy gets to go.
Actually, it's Visalia, technically. But.
All right. Well, God, you tell that story at the table. I'm sure they love it. So
I get the right to my own Thanksgiving without...
Do you think if you were to text her right now, would you rather I come or don't come? She would tell you, come?
Totally, but I don't think that's not what I would text. But what if I text her like, hey, am I still invited to Thanksgiving? Want me to text her that?
Do you get invited to Thanksgiving every year?
I don't know if I actually get invited. It's just known that I go.
Oh, my God.
Jake's the one.
It's well known. My family, we're tight. Me and my cousin, we're tight.
Every table's got the one. Jake's the one.
I am not the one.
Who else?
I'm the fun.
Who else is the one at your table? At your Thanksgiving table if it's not you?
We talk about my Thanksgiving table.
Is there a chair for you, or do you have to pull up a chair from another room?
I get a chair.
Jake, there's always one at the table that everyone else is going like...
Why are they here?
Right. Kind of like
I'm the fun one.
But who else? So who's the one then? If it's not you...
It's not the one. I guess I'm the one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's the rub. We figured it out.
They got to the bottom of this Thanksgiving mystery, huh?
I'm the only one that's not the immediate family. It's my cousin, her husband, her kids, and then her grandkids, and then me.
And then
do they have to explain who you are to the other family members every year?
No, I'm like the
I was
favorite
born
cousin.
here. Born in that kitchen right there.
He's in radio.
But Jake, when is the last time you were invited to this is what we're trying to figure out.
I'm invited every year.
How? In what way, though?
It's known. We haven't been known. Like, hey,
it's known. It's not an invite.
Yeah, it's known. What does that mean? Like, I know people that are getting married in 2 weeks.
It is known.
It's known. But I'm not going to show up.
But is it known that you're invited? It's known that I go every year.
But
when was the first time you went? Were you invited the first time you went?
Yes.
Because he was born there.
I was born there.
He was wrapped in a blanket. They had no choice. So you think that you don't feel at all like you're not when you show up. It doesn't seem like people are surprised.
Not at all.
Is the door locked when you arrive, and then you have to sneak in through the window?
No, but there has been a running joke that one of these days her husband will show up at the door with a gun.
That's a funny joke.
That's so funny.
That's a funny joke.
They're very right wing in the Central Valley.
Right. Okay.
I think that he got drunk and said that, and they're like, "Oh, this is just a yearly joke."
It's a joke. It's probably every year when Jake's pulling up, they're all trying to rip the gun out of the guy's hands. All right, well, enjoy. It sounds like you're wanted.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Do you take? I bet you take all the leftovers too, don't you?
They send me away with it. They say take it.
Make him leave.
What's going to get this guy out of here?
More food.
Just pile it in the Tupperware and send him on his way. Well, you won't have to deal with
an
this.
extra turkey for Jake.
I eat stuffing for days. It's great.
Make the gun joke and get him out of here.
It's known.
It's beginning to look a lot like
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.
Hey, it's Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. All day on KROQ. Win tickets to see us.
This is Jim from Jimmy Eat World.
Hi, it's Nick from 311.
Hey, it's Jacob Knoll of Sublime. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
AWOL Nation, Beck, Franz Ferdinand, Baby, and Linda Lindas.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and caller 20 wins tickets
To the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Dane.
Proceeds benefit Parlos Niños and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From Monster Tour Water, straight up water, nothing else. Visit monstertourwater.com to find a store near you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, are we on? Are we on? We're good. We're on. We're live. Hello, I think we have to turn this down.
We live? Fuck it.
We're live.
Fuck it,
You know, we just learned that Jake was never invited to his yearly Thanksgiving.
That's not true.
That he's going to. And 213 had a great follow-up question. Did you even invite Jake to work on the show? And the answer is kind of no.
Yeah, you kind of did it.
Yeah, you were kind of forced upon us as well. By our previous boss.
By the boss you hated.
It was like, yeah, by a boss that we hated, that we didn't agree with any of his decisions. And he said, I know this guy Jake, and he needs a job, and we're going to have him do your podcast.
And you were like, okay, well, we like charity.
Yeah.
And so
and
here I
showed
am.
up, and we were just like, oh, hi.
3 years later.
It's like someone on the phone wants to invite you to their Thanksgiving.
I have plans. I'm invited. We could call her. I bet we can call her.
But what about your parents? Do your parents never want you there either?
Well, my parents are in Texas, and I'm going to Texas for Christmas.
He only goes there for the eclipses and Christmas.
Yeah, eclipses and Christmas. That's it.
Because they rhyme.
That's it. Christmas. Jake, do you think if you called your cousin and said, I'm not going to be able to make it this year, do you think they would be disappointed?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think
Do you think they would answer the phone if we called them?
I think if we called them, I would say, hey, can I call you from, because it's a KROQ number. It's not from my phone, because I usually just text her. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, can I call you from the radio station?
Please unlock the door. Please unlock the door. I'm here.
And can we talk to you on radio? I'm sure she'd answer.
Do you sleep there?
Yeah, I'm planning on.
You have to sleep in one of the
There's been times where I drive back the same day, but I plan on sleeping there because me and my cousin we stay up till fucking 4 a.m, smoking weed and drinking and talking shit.
And that's their house.
Yes, my
yeah. Maybe Jake's wanted there.
It's only one way to find out.
I'd like to believe he's wanted, but
I'd also like to believe
I'll
that
put
if he
money
wasn't
on it.
there, it wouldn't be a big deal.
I would bet.
Like, would they? Like, if you weren't there, you think they would
notice?
They would cancel.
They're not going to cancel. They're going to have it regardless. They're taking their whole family's going to be there. I mean, her whole family.
I know.
Yeah, we're talking.
Okay,
all right. Just making sure.
Say hi to the people, Johnny.
But always good job, Johnny. That's Johnny's camera. That's Johnny's
I don't think that one's active.
Johnny's little game.
Big shake.
That's Johnny's game.
Oh, this is Johnny's cool thing.
Johnny's
Whoa,
little cool thing.
every
Everybody knows to
8-year-old
do the ring
boy
finger.
does it.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my real finger.
Gotcha.
15.
I will bet you $100 I'm invited, and she'd be like disappointed if I said I couldn't come.
I could see it going either way.
Disappointed that you're still alive.
Yeah. Is there any chance you'll bring Tina?
Oh my God, that would be great.
No, not
we
bringing
do +1.
If I asked, she would definitely say yes. She would say
What
yes.
if
You could
call
bring
and
her.
answer for a +6.
What if we all came to your cousin's house?
That might be a little much, but I could ask.
People like that, though. I mean, I think that...
Can I bring... If I say, hey, can I bring the show with me to Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
She might be down, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
But would you agree with 562 says you are probably the weird uncle in the family?
I'm the cool one. That is
the number one thing said by the weird uncle.
No. Yes. I can look up a text from her daughter saying that how cool I am because I know whatever, or because Kibby has a picture with whatever rock star or whatever the hell else.
Right. Whichever person that came here that you shot your dog in their face.
Oh,
yeah.
And then the person's publicist said,
invite
please.
yourself into a picnic.
These are Valley people that don't see a lot of shows.
Those pictures, or just showed up for those pictures?
It's known, the dog.
It's known that in the Valley, anybody who knows who's met a celebrity is very cool.
Right, but if you think on paper, someone is explaining, I have this uncle who always wears a dog in a backpack.
Well, technically, I'm a cousin.
And he lives in a shack in the back of somebody's backyard.
They don't know I live in a shack yet.
I'll update that in a very long-winded story.
It was very, because I didn't really make it public or known on the text thread that I broke up with Elizabeth. So, like, what happened? Like, I'll tell you at Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You've been hung out with us.
Mornings on KROQ.
How would you like to live forever, or at least until 104 years old? We got a woman that is celebrating 104th birthday. She's going to share with you her secret. If you'd like to live a long, long time, you're going to want to hear this, and we'll do it next on KROQ.
When I was
prize was submitted earlier today in Mashtags on KROQ. Someone won themselves some tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Those tickets on sale now. Get them while you can. And win a pair coming up between 11 and noon with Nicole Alvarez when you hear Amber's 311 from Amber by 311. That's what I'm looking to say. I did not.
311 Amber.
I did
311
not
Amber,
sleep last night.
Amber,
I was reading
Amber.
these text lines about Jake and his Thanksgiving plans, and a lot of people say Jake's definitely the weird uncle at his family's Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
And people asking us if we're going to continue the search for America's weirdest relative leading up to Thanksgiving. It's become a bit of a pre-Thanksgiving tradition around these parts. We're trying to get the prize put together today, but the reality will be that hopefully
Probably by tomorrow.
Tomorrow, maybe Thursday at the latest, we will kick off our search for America's weirdest relative. So start thinking about which relative you would like to nominate. And if you make it into the finals, you'll have to get that relative on the show with us. Last year, the winning relative was a grandma that used to take raisins and make all of her family members out of raisins and put little clothes on.
Figurines out of all of her family members.
And we met the grandma, and she seemed great. And at some point, she was going to send us raisin figurines of us, but we never got them in the mail.
I know.
Those
What the
never
hell?
arrived.
Grammy dropped the ball.
But speaking of old people, we've got a woman who's turned 104, and she'd like to share with you her secret. If you'd like to live forever, you have to do one thing and one thing only. It's time for Old People Secrets.
From chicken brain to drinking rain, not getting laid, they call me the barmaid.
They call me the barmaid.
That's right. Let's live forever with Sweet Dibbit.
Sweet Dibbit.
Time for some old people secrets.
All right, listen closely. In a moment, we will gamble. It's time for Old People Secrets.
Tabia Mueller says she doesn't feel 104.
Mueller?
Well, listen, whenever people say they don't feel 104, it's because they don't feel anything, right?
Because they got them sweet meds.
They got the good meds.
Oof.
That's when you're getting the good stuff. That's when
you're getting good sleep, too, is you're like nodding off every 10 to 15 minutes.
The diet is like Werther's and meds.
Yeah.
That's the diet.
And it's hard to tell her age in her hip pink slippers and crown.
Oh, they made her wear a crown.
It's not hard to tell her age.
They made her.
Yeah, like
You're wearing it.
Yeah. You wear pink slippers and you have a crown.
the news is here. You're looking too old. We got to freshen you up. Put on these slippers. The problem is this whole thing is really
I mean, it's like puppetry. It
not
just
since
feels-
the Tyson fight have I seen such a blatant example of elder abuse than these old people secrets where they are forcing them.
They're
to,
like Weekend at Bernie's.
They are.
Bernie's.
Just let them just relax in the background.
Yeah.
What Ali said.
We're losing steam.
And it happens to be my birthday.
So of course it's her birthday.
It's not her birthday.
They do this every day.
I'm 104 years old.
Aww.
So you go back to like a child that would be like all excited and be like, I'm 3, and they'll hold up 3 fingers and then they fall in their cake. It's like the same thing. It's sad.
You get the in the kid age, you get how old are you
Right.
questions, and then when you're old, you
Same.
get how old are we?
Comes right back.
Yeah.
She has been a farmer, spent quality time quilting and dancing and celebrating her German heritage.
So farmer, dancer, quilter, German.
You wonder, we talked about how everyone's more bored than ever before,
Mhm.
but back then quilting was like super entertaining.
Oh, it was like TikTok on steroids.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta-
like I'm going to build this quilt.
If
It's going to take me a year.
If you got a new color thread, magenta, game over.
If one color changed into another color, oh my God.
I got to be an old person. There's not too many people that get 104 years old.
She remembers the dirty 30s, but some other historical events she doesn't mind forgetting.
That's her German heritage.
She doesn't mind for.
They probably were so bad that you wanted to forget, and you do.
No, you don't forget.
It was fine.
the
We
mess-
never did anything wrong.
The message is don't forget, never forget.
And you do.
She says she never expected to be this old.
Most everybody has got a chance to be old, but some people, they can't be old.
Because I killed him.
That's a beautiful message she's saying, Ali. If you listen to these words, she's saying some people get the chance to be old, and other people
Don't get that chance.
never get to be old.
Has got a chance to be old, but some people, they can't be old.
It's very Yoda-like,
Yeah,
right?
She's talking herself back into a circle.
She sure is.
So we can't all be old because the world would be overflowing.
Dude, this lady is maniacal.
All right. It's a bit of an evil laugh. So here we go.
She's knocking off other people in the old home.
We're about to get to the... It could be. We're about to get to the part that... It's a little crowded here at Applesauce Day. Let's go ahead and axe that
We
Bertha.
can't all be old.
Here's the secret now. Before we get it, let's listen to this advice. I think she's giving less of a secret and more advice to younger people.
She has a few words of advice for young people.
All right. Take your bets. Place your bets. Allie, this is a 104-year-old. She's lived a long life of farming and quilting.
You want to do the drugs, don't have the kids.
No, that's not her at all. A long life of quilting and farming.
Find a good leader and get behind them.
All right. Find a good leader and get behind him. Allie, interesting. Jake, what is she going to say?
I think she's going to say, you're going to have a smile, maybe a beer.
Smile and a beer.
Oh.
Sounds like a beer person to you.
That's German.
Vanessa, Old People Secrets, what's she going to say?
Just make sure you go dancing on the weekends.
Go dancing on the weekends. Thank you, Vanessa. Let's find out if you want to live forever or you want to give advice to young people to want to live to 104. What do you have to do?
Just to live a happy, normal life and to stay out of trouble.
That's it. Stay out of trouble. And if you get into trouble, just forget about the trouble you got into.
Ooh,
just
it never happened.
Forget about it years later. That's happy birthday, whatever her name was. And may you have many more years ahead. This is KROQ. If you were watching NFL action, you got to watch a little Battle of Texas right there, and it did not go well for the Cowboys, which seems to be a common phrase we're using a lot these days. It's funny, too, because there's some footage they've been showing recently of Dak's beginning of the season going, the 2024 Cowboys are going to be what? And it was, of course, a lot of, surprise, Super Bowl contenders, dominant, all these things. Not the case. Of course.
Did he get benched officially or no? I haven't even watched any of it.
He got paid the best, most money I think anyone's ever been paid.
And he's just still doing badly, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's the goal.
I wasn't sure if he was just gone completely from the picture at this point.
When Allie's watching the game, she's watching for a completely different reason. And this is a combination of stuff that happened over the weekend, including some Monday night action. These are your gayest football highlights of the week.
Yeah, there's not a lot of Dak lovers in this.
Not a lot.
Here are the gayest sports highlights from the week.
Blitz, everybody's coming here.
Both feet off the ground. Beautiful stroke out there, and you can tell he is just feeling it.
Hey, Booty's down here in a two-point stance.
Cox who makes the catch. Oh, Allie Cox has giant hands, nearly 12 inches.
Eye candy is what the Raiders called it.
Brooks, 94, with the penetration, and that fingertip is all you need.
I want it to burn. I want it to hurt. I want those guys to remember what that felt like.
Well, and if you are going to shoot, Jay, you shoot through the outside leg, the outside thigh pad, and make him go back inside to where the rest of the guys are coming.
The Bears are finally in. And Cup takes it the distance. 69 yards and a very nice Stafford delivery.
These have been the gayest sports highlights from this week.
You want it to burn. You want it to hurt.
Season-ending injury is what they're saying. That's why he's not playing.
Ah, got it.
So that's a good thing, I think.
He's probably relieved.
Everyone is. We'll get to your takeaways from today's show, wrap things up, turn it over to Nicole after Green Day on KROQ.
I'm having trouble trying to...
do it for us. Gonna get out of here and leave you in the capable hands of a great Nicole Alvarez. 40 minutes nonstop KROQ, and she comes bearing gifts. And I know a lot of people are asking the same question, like this guy.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, you guys? Trying to buy some acoustic Christmas tickets. Poor guy looking for tickets. Let me know how I can get them. What corner can I hook on for that?
Oh, no, you don't have to hook. Good news. Got a pair coming up with Nicole Alvarez between 11 and 12, and you hear 311 to Amber on KROQ. We'll have more tickets for you tomorrow here with us, and you can win them, but recommend you buy them if you can.
If you're poor, it's not necessarily a deal breaker. There are some real cheap tickets out there.
I know. There's some good seats that are not that expensive, and especially compared to a lot of other shows with that many bands, it seems like a bargain.
It's like less than $10 a band for some of these seats.
Let's get into takeaways from today's show, and then we will give it to Nicole Alvarez. We'll take you through the next chunk of your day here at KROQ.
All right. 562, my takeaway is the next big Netflix fight is the entire LGBT community versus a 7-year-old.
Yeah, that 7-year-old really put you in your place. Good for her.
424, my takeaway is Santa Monica, the SoCal getaway where you can enjoy ocean breezes and empty Four Loko bottles.
That's right. Congratulations, Santa Monica. You've been named North America's best beach.
951, my takeaway is the fingertip is all you need. 424, my takeaway is Tyson is just an older, slower, longer nippled version of young Tyson.
That's true. It's a good takeaway.
And 626, my takeaway is if you get a call from Vanessa about coffee at 1 p.m.
You know what that means.
That's a booty call.
Get ready for that. Jake, got a takeaway from today's show?
Yeah. Under the pier downtown is where they shot a porn.
We did hear that story earlier. A lot of Santa Monica stories. We understand why they've been called best beach in North America. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is if it is known, it is an invite.
That's right.
It's known.
Have a great day. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, GOAT line open for you now, 844-956-GOAT for your comments, critiques, criticisms, questions, complaints, or occasionally compliments. We'll take those as well. And thank you for everyone who joined us on the stream. We'll do that again tomorrow. Continue to spread the word. Help us grow the show. If you got friends, family, relatives, anyone who takes your emails, text messages, even your cheating text messages through the Notes app that we learned about today, you can let them know all about our show. We greatly appreciate you. And that is it. Bye.
Klein, World Famous Show.
Ready.
Favorite time of the day.
You're live. We're live. Hi, guys.
What's up, fool?
Thank you for listening.
What's good? How are you guys doing? What's new? What'd you guys think of today's show? What was your favorite segment? Johnny Tiny Desk. Yeah. That's kind of funny. Tiny desk, tiny person.
Ha.
That's a really funny. Look at that. We're on the fly. We're smart. All right.
What's the best way to do this where we see the comments and we don't look like...
Throw it on that side.
Yeah, but the camera is right in front of us. Maybe we should throw it here.
Are you guys coming to Acoustic? Really? We really want to see you guys come to Acoustic. Tickets are still available, too, right now. I would grab them while you can. An amazing lineup. Really excited to see everybody. You're really excited to see...
Sublime.
Yeah. And Beck. You haven't seen Beck yet, right?
Beck. I've seen him.
You've seen Beck before?
Yeah.
Where have you seen Beck before?
I've worked here. He did Acoustic 2018, I believe.
Dang. I've never seen Beck. I really want to see Beck. I'm really excited to see everybody who I haven't seen. Baby, Linda's, Beck. I'd love to see 311 again. Those guys are great. I'd love to see Pumpkins. Pumpkins is like one of my all-time. Hold on. Let me see.
I'm excited for Pumpkin. Play me a tune that I can sing along to.
Okay. Wait, who else is on the lineup that you might know? Okay. You know Pumpkins.
Yeah. Go for it. I will sing for you guys. I'm really good.
There you go. Here we go. Ready?
Ready? Tuesdays.
tomorrow not too long. I'll burn my eyes out before I get. I want it all now before I ever. Okay, who else do we have that you might know? Oh, I could play a song. Let's play a song and sing a song by somebody who's not going to be there. These people will not be there. JK, imagine Oasis came out as a surprise guest. That'd be so fire. All those people that didn't get tickets would wish they'd get tickets. Yeah. And crazy enough, Oasis did play. Okay, go back and look at it. 1995 Acoustic Christmas, the most stacked Acoustic Christmas lineup we've ever had. It was No Doubt, Oasis, Radiohead, Sonic Youth. I think No Doubt was there too, and probably Social Distortion and a couple other bands. But that is like, can you imagine that type of band?
You know what I can imagine? If we had a surprise guest and the surprise guest was No Doubt. I'm giving so much hope.
High key, yes. Fingers crossed.
I mentioned this a lot, but I don't think it's going to happen. But imagine.
Yeah, like KROQ was known for having surprise guests back in the day. And like nobody would know. And you just have to be there. And if you weren't there, you missed out. Like at Weenie Roast 2011, Foo Fighters were the surprise guest. 1 year, I think 2001 Weenie Roast, like Shaquille O'Neal came out of like a helicopter and joined 311 on stage, which is like insane because it's like, bro, what the hell is Shaq doing here? But it's crazy though. Yeah, what's up? How's everybody doing? Is everybody coming though? Drop a green heart if you're coming to Acoustic Christmas. Please, we'd love to have you there. We're all going to be there. Vanessa, Jake, Klein, Allie, me, Kibby. Kibby the dog is going to be there too. Jake's trusty little puppy is going to be there. And we're going to have a live pre-show before the show at the Forum outside on the concourse. So we'd love to have you guys there with those two.
Live pre-show.
Live pre-show. We're all going to be there. We want you to be there too. We'd love to have you come. We want the Bang Gang out there, all the net bangers, everybody in your chat right here, your homies, your buddies.
You guys should get stickers.
We will bring stickers. Well, I'll make it a note to actually bring a pack of stickers, as much as I can hold in one hand. You see my hand? How big is my hand? My hand is pretty big. Look at that.
It's huge.
That's a grip of stickers I could carry in one hand. I'm going to bring all those to the pre-party. I'm going to bring... Look at all the green hearts coming in.
Hell yes! Andrea! Running Rooster! Austin!
Running Rooster! Running Rooster!
Rooster, my bad. BB!
Everybody's coming, dude. We were so excited. We're really excited to see you guys. This is the next big thing.
I love the names. Jacqueline! See you guys all there. How exciting.
We'll have... I don't know if they're Klein Alley Show stickers, but we'll have like KROQ stickers
Crimson Ghost!
And pins too.
How do you say that? NFYXQRT.
Okay, you don't have to say every name.
I know, but it's fun.
We're really excited. Plus, too, if you guys have never been to Acoustic, always on the concourse, we have other like sponsor setups. So Sweet James is always out there handing out free blue T-shirts.
Done, Sweet James.
Icon Snow Summit Pass thing, whatever. I think they're handing out lift tickets, and I think they usually give out goodie bags. Like
I don't
socks.
think you should say anything else because is this confirmed?
I mean, it's every year. I've been to like 3, and like so far, I've seen all these guys always there. Santa Claus is always there too. There's literally
what?
Yeah. So you
Santa
guys,
Claus?
Yes, you guys better be on your best behavior. Santa Claus is pulling up. He's gonna be there, and he's got an elf, and he's bringing his book with all the names from Naughty and Nice. I don't know if we're on the Naughty or Nice list.
Nice. Naughty.
Yeah, I'm on the naughty list for sure. I'm the author of that book, but
anyways, guys, thanks so much for
Why are you wrapping it up? Why are you wrapping it up?
What else
Hold
are
up.
we gonna say?
Give me till 9:55. I need to cook till 9:55.
All right, we're cooking.
We're
4
cooking.
more minutes.
We're cooking.
What are we making?
Vanessa's always the one that wants to get things going, get it wrapped.
We have an interview soon.
Well, she's got an interview. I'm chilling with the net bangers right now. What is everybody saying? What's good, y'all? What is good? What'd you guys have for breakfast? We didn't have nothing for breakfast.
Oh, yes, tell us about breakfast.
I ate like 3 of Vanessa's like granola bars in her secret stash because I was very hungry today, and she shared because she's very nice. Thank you. Aww. Hey guys, how old do you think Vanessa is? Leave a
why do they need to know this? Unnecessary. He just can't believe that.
We're the same age. Can you believe we're the same age?
The same age.
Yeah, we're the same age.
I'm 100% older, and
No.
they know. I've said this before.
No, they don't know how old you are. You don't have to out yourself. Vanessa's like 2 days older.
I
than
said
you.
it the day of my birthday,
When is your birthday?
May 4th. Remember?
Oh, she's born on Star Wars Day, May the 4th. Do you like Star Wars?
I don't know if I. No.
You don't like Star Wars? Wow. Okay. Hey, another artist that's not going to be at Acoustic Christmas this year. And we're so sad because we would have really loved them.
I'm in my 30s, guys. I'm a grown up. Breakfast burrito.
Can you sing one? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, I waited here for you, Vanessa. All right, let's wrap this. Can we curse?
I don't know.
Let's wrap this shit up.
curse.
Okay, Klein's coming. Okay, we're gonna run away.
Klein's coming.
Okay, bye everybody. Bye. Wait. Oh, earthquake! He's feeling his first earthquake again for the 4th time.
What are you guys doing? What's going on with the
Show them your jacket. Fit check really quick. Hold on. Let's see the fit check. Okay, we got a nice reversible bomber jacket. Okay, stylish. Give us a 360.
It's not reversible.
Let's see a 360. Look at that. Okay. And then I want everybody to look at the pants though. Look at the pants. My boy is definitely upgraded. He went from super skinny jeans to the nice 501s. It's a nice baggy, relaxed, casual fit. Looks very. What are you laughing at? Looks very.
He's really posing.
It looks very good. Look at it. And then he's got the nice, relaxed trainers.
We're rolling live.
It's a
on
fit
YouTube.
check.
Oh,
It's a
Don't
fit.
say anything controversial.
Oh wait. Say everything controversial.
This is Racist Ricky. Hey,
Oh,
Racist
Racist Ricky. Oh, he's gone. Okay.
All right, we really do have
Yeah.
to go.
Okay,
though.
Tim, let's
Bye,
wrap this up.
everyone.
We'll see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for streaming. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for
bright and
watching
early,
and listening.
6 a.m. We'll see you, okay? Bye, everybody.